Also, I forgot to remind me everyone to talk about Christmas before everyone leaves tonight.
Talk about Christmas before we leave tonight. Consider yourself reminded.
Christmas time is here.
Oh, copyright.
Got it.
Yeah.
I found it.
Woo! Okay, now I
Ba,
think
ba, ba, ba.
you're
Right.
live.
Yeah, we are live. I've just had a notification come up.
Of course we are. I know how my own stream works. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna laugh whenever it's just like everything that we put out is just gonna be like the first 5 minutes of us not knowing what we're doing.
I know. It's
Trying to figure out if we're live or not.
I'm sorry if we don't have a team behind the scenes. I am said team doing all the work behind the scenes of everything. So yes.
Hey, I talked to the people on YouTube.
Yes, I appreciate that. But do you set up the things on YouTube? No. Also,
Haha.
how's my audio?
No, you never
everybody?
asked me to, so.
Do you have?
Everyone shut up.
Nobody ever talks
Huh?
back.
Do you guys have a
At least I try.
computer that can use the SIT software? No.
Yes.
No, your PC couldn't. Well, you're the only one who has run it so far, so yes. But D&D. I can hear the audio. There's no care. Now, still waiting.
You're a little bit quiet, honey.
I am.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn that up a little bit. All right. Now I'm
Oh, Jesus Christ.
pinking and yeah. That's my audio goes that bad. How am I now, sweetheart? Am I doing all right? Is this okay?
Let me mute you again.
Yeah, do that because I'm in the yellow or red constantly. So if I'm not, if you can't hear me very well, I'm gonna be very concerned. But
Just turn up your volume on your laptop. See if that works.
I'm not on a laptop.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
wow, that's sass.
That's a lot of sass. Damn.
Ouch.
I felt some burn there. Like some burn.
I'm getting the Blythe sass back again.
Yeah, like what's going on with this Blythe? Blythe ain't
I'm
here,
sorry.
and I'm still waiting on the
Me too.
chlorophyll. So, it's gotta be okay.
You're loud enough. It just sounds like there's distance.
Really? I'm like
That's
5 inches.
weird.
Anywho, I will just scream. How about that, everybody?
I mean,
Distance?
both of us. Let's go.
Really?
Well, you know what I mean? Where it's like when someone stands a little
Yeah.
bit further away from the mic, there's a little bit of a muffle.
Yeah.
You just sound got a bit of a muffle.
That's strange because I'm even monitoring my own voice right now, and it doesn't say I'm having it. But that's fine. Hello everybody, and welcome to FAF, where we sometimes play Dungeons and Dragons because we barely ever get to it whenever we get a chance because we're talking about other crap like is the stream working? That was literally 3 minutes of us checking the stream. So go ahead and skip to right now. why is
Skip
it-
to right now.
Right,
Put a
skip to-
timestamp in the comments.
Never. They will have to just listen to it till now so they know what it is. Anywho, welcome to Fridays and Friends D&D, where we sometimes play D&D, which is a 5e Let's Play, in a fantastic world that I've yet to name, because who names their worlds?
I did.
I mean, technically I've told you guys the name of the continent you're on, though I doubt any of you wrote it down. So, that's on you.
Not Andromeda.
Anywho, as we always do, let's go ahead and get in with some quick introductions. And that's just with an airman.
Remember,
Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Ray, and I played a 15-year-old human cleric, Ahmed Serona. And quite honestly, she's getting sick of somebody else trying to be the cleric when she is the cleric.
Arabella!
I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. I play a high elf noble princess who is a sorcerer who may or may not be possessed by a dark entity slash
Demon.
living conscious being, who knows. And she changed her name because she technically grew up, but she's still still herself, still lovable Cinder, just goes by a different name now, Arabella.
There was an Aspen.
Howdy, folks. This is Ness. Hello. And I play... Shut up. I'm
Hello. This is a
I-
CL thing.
I didn't even pick up on that. Anyways.
Continue.
I play Aspen Lacuna, the 13-year-old tiefling fighter, who is currently extremely suspicious of this one dude,
What's
and is
his
like, "Bring me
name?
to your leader." So,
Who is the leader's name?
Oh, the
just the
master.
master.
Hey. Then it was a chlorophyll.
No, it's a Maxwell, because I'm doing the intro.
Okay then. There's the Maxwell.
No, it's Baskerville. We have to go in order.
Ah!
Technically, I will have to go last no matter what. So either way, one of you people go.
Oh, fine then.
Dang.
God, Dad.
I
my
can't comment. Nope. Shut my mouth. Continue.
Go ahead,
There's
comment. I
Right.
dare you.
No.
Do it.
PG-13. Even if it's an R-rated, that was nothing coming out of my mouth.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How was your day? My name is Ellie, and I shall be known as Corfel Betterfell for the next 3 hours. And I am not drunk, but I may be drunk on life.
I'm both.
I may not be drunk, but I'm drunk.
Then there was maybe the one. What's your name again?
You know that guy over there in the corner who nobody knows what he does? I am Maxwell Belmont, the one, the only. I am not actually a healer, but I'm a healer.
I like to call bullshit. You are not the healer.
Man, you get so much shit just for a simple joke that I started, and I'm loving how much it's exploded.
It's great.
I really want a shirt of
One
Maxwell saying,
day-
"Not a healer."
You want to be the healer? You be a cleric.
One day, somebody here is gonna die, and it's gonna be the cleric, and Maxwell is not gonna give a care.
I refuse to heal
God.
you now.
Anywho, and
You haven't healed me yet?
it's so.
I'm never healing you.
Back
I was just
to the
thinking-
conversation at hand.
Conversation at hand. Hello everyone, my name is Escher Getz, also known as Animesher Yukai, the Dungeon Master for your whatever the heck this is for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for allowing me to test out my new voices, characters, and imagination on the general public and these guinea pigs, if you will. So, I appreciate it. Wish all of us luck. Yeah, let's not waste more time. Let's go ahead and get into whatever the FAF has. I'm gonna hurt you. Just because I know what you normally go by, and that hurts me. Like, nobody's gonna get that joke but me.
I beg to differ.
Does anybody else know his normal username tag?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, making sure. The audience doesn't. They can't
That's
see anything else.
not right.
That's also not right. But anywho, for the review, the fantastic Ellie will be taking charge, and I would like to ask, what type of music would you like?
Oh, I want like some high energy, like good bass beat stuff.
Okay, you suck because I literally just deleted that playlist this morning.
Hey, you never gave me the option to do music for my
I did,
review.
and you ignored me.
I never heard you.
This is the best I got.
Sad face.
Ooh, I'm enjoying it.
Okay, it's the tango.
Hell yeah. What's up, Fafalam? So, basically, we left off last session in a little bit of dilemma. The characters were having an emotional moment because they were confronted with things that they didn't really want to be confronted with. They all meet round a campfire, some discuss their feelings, some decide not to, and that's okay. It's a safe space. Then we find out that Maxwell also went on a bit of a trial, but his involved some tig old biddies. So that boy is
That was recorded for short.
yeah. So that boy is a little bit over his head and a bit embarrassed because he doesn't really want to talk about it for understandable reasons. This is a safe place. So we carry on walking through this wood, and we are accosted by 7 guys on horseback. One looks like he's stolen a bag of gems, and the other 6 are rushing after him. Arabella's there like, hey, I'm gonna stop them, and ends up killing 4 of them. Because that's how you control your spells. Thumbs up and wink to the camera.
That's not
Oops.
After a bit of a fight, we find out that the dude originally having the gems stole the gems from this security detail, and we made the last surviving man very paranoid. We give him the gems, we send him off, we bury the dead so that they can be collected later, and carry on. The same guy with the gems then comes running back because he almost got eaten by 2 trolls. Or were they giants? 2 giants.
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah, hill giants.
We figure out through a great use of semi-dwarvish semi-intuition that they wanted to eat the guy with the gems and then keep the shiny. We didn't like that, so we killed them. As is standard D&D. Just go with it.
Yep.
So, after all of this, we left the session with a dilemma. Do we keep the gems and say fuck you to this last surviving bodyguard? Do we escort the bodyguard back to his master with the gems and check out who this dude is, since he's a bad man that forces people to do bad things? Or do we just say fuck it to all of them and carry on following Ping and Wei off to this path of tranquility that, let's be honest, I think we all need? Again, this is D&D. No sane person goes off into the forest to kill monsters. I mean, that's just you. And I think that's everything that anyone cares about.
I think my cat farted.
NC.
Small critique. No
Yeah.
willies were tickled. No ticklies were tickled.
Tig old biddies.
Them tig old biddies.
Okay. I guess I have to come in now. Alright,
I stole. I'm sorry.
Break up
Prep
the titty
not done
fight,
it.
apparently.
Tiddly.
Okay, I hate you.
Oh wait, by the way, anyone new watching, just for starters, this is what happens when the DM decides, I have players, I just want to secretly make them suffer and die over and over and over again. Yep.
I mean, you're not completely wrong.
Mhm.
You're not completely wrong. I do enjoy
Getting
it.
places.
So, that is
Them
where we
be
left
some
off.
fighting words.
And where we left off was in the forest, deciding to follow the man with the gems to figure out who this master truly is. And is his intentions true, or are they wrong? So, you guys decided to follow, and your following begins. Mind you, it is a bit into the day. It's already about 4 or 5 o'clock at night, so you can see the sun slowly going down. We still have a few hours left. Mind you, these folks came on horses. Now, there are no horses, and there's a very, very heavy sack of gems that you can see he's very grumpy on actually carrying them now. He's not the strongest man, if you will. Nonetheless, You guys all begin to walk. And walk. And walk. For a couple of hours, you guys actually walk. Following the main path, seeing the sun slowly going down, until you actually reach the outside of the forest. And it's an open plain once again. So a bit muddy from the day before. You walk out. Maxwell, can you make a perception check for me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's rolling hot last week, so I'm gonna roll like crap this week.
Well, now that you put that out there,
Not have advantage, so perception.
Haha!
Nailed it.
okay. You keep going on. Nothing seems amiss.
Oh boy.
Nothing's directly behind you.
Face red, just gonna keep walking.
It isn't until he turns around that we see that Maxwell has a tail.
I'm gonna pull Lily back out of the pocket dimension.
Okay. She appears. Arms a bit crossed.
You brought this upon yourself? Not talk. Not a pet night.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion check.
I have to persuade?
Your own familiar.
Hey, yeah.
She does a little kind of a humph, puts her arms and kind of puts her back to you and sits back in the pouch and just kind of watches as you walk.
Yeah. DM, would I be able to do, I don't know, like a sleight, I don't know if it would be a sleight of hand or just a stealth, but I kind of want to give Lily a look where it's like, tell me later. Tell me when he's asleep. Like, I want details.
Yeah, just because the 5th edition is so limited. Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand for me, and this will be against Maxwell's passive.
Oh, well then you passed.
What's your
Well,
passive?
I was gonna say, give me a chance, yeah.
Give you a chance to fail.
Yeah. Give me a chance to fail rather than give you a chance to succeed. It has been clicked.
And we wait to load. And also remember, everyone, to voice what you have rolled when it is rolled.
Okay.
And while we wait for the natural 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Passive is actually a 25. No, it's 12.
And while we take this break, we would like to thank the lovely people at Income Tech for their musical sound effects, and for Tim McLeod for the songs that you hear in the background as we go along this adventure.
Hey, I wasn't sure if you remembered. Thank you.
Ooh, and that was without even
Wait,
looking.
you guys can hear music?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's music playing. I always
Oh,
have
dear.
something playing.
I can't hear it.
Oh no.
I
Turn it up.
can.
I'm like, I always have something playing. You might need to restart it. Here, I can restart the music for you. That's fine. Let's do that.
I had it for a second and then it's gone.
Okay, well, I changed it. That's why. Okay. So, you rolled 3 times, but we'll take the first one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
roll 20.
You don't want to take that
It
6?
No.
You give her a look, and you can see she kind of gives you a little bit of a side-eyed, and with just just kind of a wink that Maxwell you kind of believe is more of a blink than anything else. You guys kind of nod to each other, and begin on your way. Is there anything you guys wish to do, speak, or I don't know, fuck on the way here?
Just while we're walking? Yeah, sure, why not?
Christ.
Okay.
I show off my elven flexibility and jump on ping.
Jesus Christ.
Do you actually?
No.
Okay, I'm very curious. I'm like, if you may certainly do this. I don't recommend it.
Nah. He's not my type.
Okay. You guys continue to walk. And the sun begins to slowly go down, and you can see off in the distance more gray, dark clouds. And Corfel, just being the ranger you are, the breeze is coming towards you, and you assume there will be a storm coming, or at least rain in the near future.
Okay.
The smell of rain is in the air, and the coolness and the breeze against your skin. As you're walking, off to the far left, a couple of 100 yards out, you can see a very, very small little village. Couldn't even call it a town. Of just a couple of buildings, a few trees nearby, and you can see a wagon outside, and surrounding it is many different types of crops. You can see the corn is beginning to grow, soybeans are beginning to sprout. And it appears to be just kind of a small farmer's village. Or maybe a single home, you're not exactly sure. But the man you've been following pays no attention to this and just continues walking forward. Another hour passes, and you hear the distant sounds of... Wait for it. Of rain.
Not more rain.
Should
We already
I
had enough of that.
pray again?
Does anybody answer?
Should I?
If
She's
it
just
would make
rather
you
old
feel
here.
better.
It kind of worked last time. I mean, no harm in trying.
Can I roll religion?
– 14.
You say a prayer, and you are unsure if it's come into effect. But the prayer is said, and what will come of it, we may find out. You continue walking, and up ahead, about 100 yards out, you can see a cottage. But this isn't any ordinary cottage. This is a very large, extravagant cottage. Nothing too... It's not huge. It's about the medium size, so it's not like a yacht, but it's like a decent size log cabin cottage. There's no visible signs of anybody living in it. It is plopped right on top of a slight hill in the middle of the plains. You can see a few horses tied out front. But that is the only thing there. There's no barn. There are no crops. There is nothing. As you begin to get closer, you begin to make out a little bit more. You can see the wood is actually stained on the outside. It wasn't just a natural weathering. They've actually gone ahead and have stained the outside of this to give it a nice, almost cherry wood color. The shingles on this isn't your old-fashioned thatch from when you see a typical farmer's. No, this is actually made of tile, stone, different man-made materials. It is a very fine and decently sized cabin, one for a very wealthy nobleman. As you reach the front of it, you can see there are a couple of windows on the outside surrounding it, though there's no guards, there's nobody outside other than about 5 horses. When you reach the door, it's pushing about 7:30 right now, so the sun's actually beginning to go down, as you can see it just cresting over the hill. The man you've been following turns around and goes, "Please wait here, mind your own business, don't break anything, and don't come in until I return." Fair? Fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
Opens the
Aspen
doors
kinda
and
just,
closes
like,
it.
Huffs.
You are left
Everyone having a good day so far?
I think we kind of need to keep our guard up here.
Aspen just gives a slow nod and crosses his arms.
Just be at the ready, but just don't be so obvious at the ready.
Okay. You wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and the rain has finally reached you. There's no overhead for this entranceway, and the rain and thunder has begun to hit you, and it's almost come in full force as it once before. You see the flashes of lightning, the loud thunderous noise of almost like drums beating in the sky of thunder. The rain soaking your body. Another 15 minutes go by. You've been waiting for 30 minutes. You get a bit agitated, and now that the clouds have kind of run over, it's gotten very dark. The sun has already crept past the hill. Till finally, the door opens. He goes, "Come in, come in, come in." And quickly, you all shuffle in, and you are in what the equivalency would be of a modern-day mudroom. Does everybody know what that is?
Yes.
No.
Brits in the house.
Basically.
Okay. Mudroom is essentially a room before you enter the actual house to take off your shoes, jacket, to not track any dirt, muck, or anything like that. A lot of Japanese homes have this, and older-fashioned homes will have this.
I have it in my house.
Exactly. I used to have it in my old house, so I moved. He kind of sits there. He's like, all right. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you out there for so long. Had to do a bit talking, a bit of convincing. But I would like to request all of you to take your shoes off here, your cloaks, anything that is wet besides your normal clothes. And I will need to ask that all of you leave any and all weapons you have here, except for your holy symbols. I understand some of you are magic users. That is completely alright. The melee-based people here are allowed one single weapon, no longer than a short sword. We are not completely unaware. We do not know you, and you do not know us, so that is your minimum amount of safety that can be offered.
With a raised eyebrow, I take everything off but the short sword at my side. And is there the equivalency of like a valet, or are we just being told to put them anywhere?
There, you can see there are multiple actual coat racks, and you can see little like steel boats that you can see other shoes in for like the actual water, muck, dirt. So there are places to put it. It's just you have to put yourself. There is no valet.
Oh
Quick
no, like
question.
that was all I needed to know. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
My short sword and warhammer weigh the same, so do I have to put the warhammer down, or am I allowed to keep the warhammer?
It's
You can
one or
only
the
have
other.
one. You can only have one weapon on you.
Give me a second.
Another question, sir.
I'll go with the
Sorry for
warhammer.
bothering you.
Not a problem. What can I do?
I am a bit of both. Am I allowed to have my wand and a dagger, or just one or a dagger?
Wands are not allowed.
Good to know.
If you are weary of leaving it in an area like this, I can hold it on for you, and I will keep it in your view at all times.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna hand him my wand.
He takes the wand.
So, just double checking, we're only allowed one weapon.
One weapon, and those who are holy may keep their holy symbol.
Right, so I literally get to choose between a weapon and my holy symbol.
Yes.
So then for Arabella, since she being who she is she able to keep like her
You are
her,
able to
like-
keep your arcane focus, as you may.
okay. So I want to know.
So
So
my
she
question,
probably puts down the rest of her stuff.
my question to you is anybody hiding anything on them that they are not allowed to have?
Hmm.
No.
I
No.
need to be aware of this.
I not got anything that can be hidden because I didn't take daggers, so I've literally only got my holy symbol. I have no weapons on me.
Okay.
I'll have no weapons
hang
on me, and I
excuse
handed
me?
over my arcane focus.
Sir,
Okay.
does that mean I have to keep my shield here, or can I keep my shield with me?
Your shields must be remained here. And you can notice now him, instead of him being all raspy, kind of, you can see he's very composed now. And he's lowered his voice into a more of a tone of respectful guest, almost like a butler. I always go into British when I say the word butler. I just,
It is a very
I do
British
it.
thing.
It is a British thing, it's a Sebastian McKillis thing as well. But essentially, all items that is not what he has specified must remain in this mudroom, this foyer.
Okay.
And if
I-
you are planning, I'll ask what everyone's keeping, but for now, speak up now if you are planning on hiding something on your person. Aspen, I'm looking at you.
Arabella's just gonna keep her circlet on, but that's
Okay.
about it.
He will look
Right.
at it, and you can see as he's looking at it, you can see him mutter something under his breath, and he looks at you and goes, "I'm terribly sorry, my lady. That is the equivalency of his wand. I will ask that I can hold it for you until the visit has been fulfilled. You may keep
Wait,
your
so-
arcane focus, but that is a magical item that is not allowed."
Sorry, kind of being dumb. So it's literally just ourselves, nothing else, and one magical thing. So we don't
No,
have like
it's
our
your
bags or anything.
It's yourselves, either or a melee weapon, holy symbol, or arcane focus. It's one of those.
Right, so I'm gonna have my holy symbol and like my short sword then, and that is
Right.
it.
No,
I'm
it is one of the
sorry, I'm
other
being
madam.
stupid. No, I'm asking you, Asher, not the
Oh.
person.
Yes, it is. Pick one of something smaller than a short sword, arcane
Okay.
focus, holy symbol. It must be only one of those three.
Okay, and no
Arabella,
bags, nothing. Just actually the person and the holy symbol.
Okay.
Arabella will take it off slowly and hand it over.
Okay. So you're having him hold it for you. Arabelle.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. And Aspen, since you seem to be the most apprehensive one here, are you holding any contraband? Or no?
I guess not.
Okay. It is very visible to most everyone that you are heavily considering, like you're not comfortable in this.
Oh my god, yeah, I am very like on guard. I'm very tense, and you can see I don't want to take any of my weapons off, and you see I pull like daggers literally out of everywhere on my body and put them down.
So now I will ask,
That
what
kind of seems
who
unsanitary.
is carrying what? Aramin, I know you're keeping your holy symbol. Arabella,
Mm-hmm.
you're just keeping your arcane focus, correct?
Yeah.
Corfa, what are you keeping on your person?
I'm keeping a short sword, and everyone would watch as he takes off a bracelet that is very much like a very simple, like, leather braided, like, friendship bracelet. Like, it's nothing special at all, but he hands it over to the man as if it is the most precious thing in the world.
Oh, it's from his wife.
Okay.
And
And you take
doesn't explain it, but just hands it over with a lot of delicacy.
And he takes it with quite a bit of delicacy as well. Maxwell, you are only keeping.
I'm only keeping one dagger,
Okay.
both my healer kits, and Lily's gonna move to my shoulder.
Okay. Everything else is put off into this room. He goes, "Thank you very much for your cooperation. Please follow me." And you can see now there's a single door exiting this room, and there's 3 steps going up to this door. Just this small, just to this door, as if someone built the floor up. He opens the door and exits, and you can see he goes down a flight of stairs as well. As you follow, you can see for some reason it goes up 3 steps, flat, down 3 steps. So you're almost at the same level again. For some reason, you just go up and back down. As you enter this room, it opens up into what would be a large Y. Directly in front of you, you have a very large French door. For those who don't know what that is just a double-sided door. To the far left, you can hear the crackling of a fire burning in a fireplace. As well as if you continue around to the left, curving up towards the front, another room. Though you can't see into it yet, but you can see stairs leading up to it. Around the right, there's nothing in the corner but a simple window. And as you continue past that, going up around in a Y shape, there is more stairs to a separate room. in this room, there's 3 individuals. By the fireplace, there's 2. You can see appears to be 2 dark figures, wearing dark, almost black leather armor. No cloaks to speak of, though heavy cloths around the neck. And you can see their hair is shaved along the sides and is long on the top and kind of slicked back. You can see that they are wearing some sort of fabric band around their forehead that kind of keeps everything pulled back and held. And you can see it kind of flips down onto their face. It almost makes like a triangle, almost covering the upper side of their face. The fabric around their neck kind of covers up till it reaches their chin. You can see in their hushed whispers as you enter. You can see them both look to you, look you up and down, and just kind of go back to a hushed whisper.
Are there any noticeable signs or sigils or symbols on them?
Make a perception check.
Really? Okay.
I'll aid you.
Okay,
Oh,
so go ahead
you.
and roll advantage.
Second.
As soon as we enter this room, Aspen's like
Nat
gripping
20.
the top
So
of
it's a
his.
30.
Nat 12. Okay. Okay. Yes, you do.
Let's waste all these 20s!
Honestly. Did you want this to be a whisper, or do you want this out loud?
No, out loud.
Okay. Looking them up head to toe, there's nothing very discernible about them, but there is 2 things that stick out. You can see on the hilt, they're wearing sabers. Those who know a saber,
Sabers.
a saber are a cutlass, a curved blade.
Right, okay.
Scimitar. They're very different names.
Okay.
For these blades. Both of them are wearing these. You can see both have a single dagger on both their hips as well. On the hilt of this scimitar, you can see with the nat 20, it's so hard to make out, but around the hilt, you can see a face of what would appear of like a wolf or a lion, some sort of dog cat-like creature with fangs pointing out, with fangs and snarls. It would look more of a werewolf with a nat 20, I'll say. It's definitely more of like a werewolf wolf type of style, very large beast.
Okay.
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 Off to the right, there's another individual, single individual, appears to be female. Long black hair that covers the shoulders. The same black leather, though it's in patches. You can see leather bracers, leather greaves, but with a very heavy leather jackets with a very large collar, almost like a trench coat around her body, buttoned up with a double-breasted. You can see just the hint under the jacket piercing out of what would be a hand crossbow or maybe a light crossbow. It's hard to tell. She's looking at the window, and you enter as well, looking over to her. You can see she looks at to you. You can see with the flashing of lightning, these piercing green eyes. A black leather mask around her face. They just have a few dots out for breathing. It covers up her nose. You can see it tied back under her hair. And then just goes back. And you can see all of them are like glancing at her specifically looking at the window, almost as she was searching for something. The other 2 are chatting, but you can see they're obviously checking the window as if they're waiting for something to come.
Ooh. Yeah, Aspen's gonna have his hand lightly over his short sword, not like actively grabbing for it, nothing to be aggressive, just like for safety. Just like lays his hand on his hip.
Okay. And just for flavor, as you see that flash of lightning on all of their steel scimitars that you can see peeking out of their sheaths, it almost reflects off of their blades and mirrors the room, and you can just see unless that they're very like incredibly shiny, as if they were made of diamonds or something so bright it reflects like a mirror. It's even off of the arrow tip of the female's arrow. It's a little flavor.
Would I be able to tell what this is? And also with my nat 20, would I be able to see all the weapons that they have on them or not?
I would say with the nat 20, you can obviously see that she has some sort of bolt-styled arrow. So it would be heavy crossbow, light crossbow, handbow. It's a crossbow of some sort.
Yeah.
You can you can't see anything else because everything her double-breasted jacket is covering anything else on her body. So everything that is visually seen, you have seen. Them, you can see a dagger and the scimitar. Same with the leather armor. And if there's anything under said leather armor, you aren't able to tell, but that appears that all that they would have.
Okay. So they're all wearing leather armor.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least the woman is wearing bits and pieces of leather armor. If she's wearing anything around her torso, you are unaware.
Cool, thanks.
No problem. As you kind of take all of this in, the man continues to walk to the double-breasted door of the French door. I'm saying the same thing twice. He goes, I highly recommend you do not speak out of turn. I highly recommend you address him as the master. Whether you believe him to be or not, it does not matter. It is a courtesy. I recommend not raising your voices. And please do enjoy the company of the master. And the doors open up. And instantly, before you even walk in, there's a bright gold yellow circular rug with red diamonds embroidered surrounding the inner circle of that. And you can see a chair, the back turned towards you, in the middle of that yellow carpet. Do you all enter?
Just before we do, I kind of grasp at Arabella and just say, probably be best if you don't talk during this.
And Arabella's just gonna look at Aramed and go, mind your tongue if you mind yours.
I do mind mine. I know when to speak and when not to.
I'm not having
just
this
carries on
discussion with
walking.
you right.
I didn't even hear that. I just walk off.
Okay.
As Aspen kind of like peers into the room, you can physically see him restraining himself from rolling his eyes.
As you enter in, there's 3 steps down, so now you are a level below any of the other levels you've been to so far. As you enter in, the man closes the door behind you and walks over, and now in this room, there's very fine cherry wood flooring. It is beautiful, it is extravagant, it is clean and polished. There's a rug in a horizontal shape in front of this chair. Essentially a place to stand, possibly, or sit if you prefer. On either side of this large chair in front of you, there stands 4 chests. Will be your left side. There's one gray wooden chest with a stained gold band going through the center of it, and a large lock. To the front of that, there's what appears to be a solid steel case with handles on the side and a lock. On the would be your right-hand side, appears to be a very extravagant gold chest with elvish embroidery. And in front of that, a brass chest with wood and brass buckles to protect it. You'll kind of wait for a moment. Oh, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, kind of, to hold an action, like, as soon as that thing turns, I'm gonna immediately just kind of drop to a knee and, like, drop my head out of respect and wait to be addressed.
Okay. Easily enough. The chair kind of, it's not like a spinning chair, but it's more of a rocking chair. And you can see him would be... Let me grab my notes. Give me a moment. Because I forgot to pull him. Apparently apparently I didn't save him either. Really? Really? Did I not save him? Okay. Oh, there he is. From the back you can see long, dark, brown hair. A black high-collared shirt. Covering, like almost that's kind of riding high and untucked, unfrilled. As you can see, he slowly kind of spins the chair around and faces you. You can see a man, appears to be humanoid. You can see the old style pirate beard that's pulled out into a point but not curled. The goatee coming from his lower lip down into a beard and a dark brown hair. You can see the black dress cotton shirt, unbuttoned, untied, all the way down to about his sternum. You can see the equivalency of either a scarf or an ascot of a dark gray black material with hints of blue throughout it. You can really tell the design tied around his neck and stuffed into the shirt. You can see a leather jacket, almost like the old cowboy Wranglers type of jacket behind him, kind of just draped over his shoulders. You can see a large buckled brown tanned leather belt with another cloth belt beneath that, almost like the pirates used to wear. A scimitar at his hip, though much larger and thicker than anybody else's you've noticed. Very thick black leather gloves. You can see his face, bushy eyebrows, the eyes narrowed, a scar across his left cheek that just kisses his cheekbone down to his beard. You can see cotton brown pants with knee-high leather boots with the top cuff folded over. He just kind of stands and sees you instantly go down to a knee and kind of bow your head and wait to be acknowledged. What are the rest of you doing?
Aspen kind of stands up straighter and like puts his arms behind his back, kind of like waiting, like somebody would. How do I explain this? Kind of like how like a soldier stands with their arms folded behind their back and they're just like ready for orders.
You're at the at ease position if your arms are behind your back.
Technically, not necessarily. At ease is just when your hands are low down, like near to your butt, instead of being like in a straight line across your back.
Okay.
The only reason I know is because I was a cadet.
I was completely right with the ROTC. Okay.
I don't know what ROTC means, but sure.
Just kind of like
ROTC is essentially your cadet type of thing.
He has his hands gripping his forearms behind his back.
Okay.
Just standing completely straight with his back straight, his chest kind of puffed out and looking forward.
Are you trying to look what's the word? Undemised. Are you trying to look
intimidating?
Are you trying to look intimidating or are you trying to just look unamused?
I'm not trying to look intimidating. I'm trying to be, like...
proud?
Kind of just waiting for orders, I guess.
Soldier-like.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of like a reaction, I guess.
Fair. Okay, I know what you're going for. Okay. The rest of you?
For Arabella, she'll, like... look like she's giving respect, but she's not gonna bow, she's not gonna curtsy or do anything. She's just gonna stand there and, you know, keep her hands properly folded and just kind of stand straight.
Already told you what I was going to do.
That's why I haven't asked you. Corfell
Okay.
and Maxwell.
Maxwell's just standing there in his normal relaxed position, looking at Airman with a slightly confused look from the sudden movement of her dropping to one knee.
Backstory.
And Corfell? Corfel, you do anything special?
It's very obvious that I give him a look up and down, but it isn't even in a derogatory way. It's literally just I'm gonna take all of you in, and then I stand there and just wait. There's no pomp and circumstance, but there's also nothing that would make him angry. Like, he couldn't pick at anything.
He kind of looks to each of you. He's not looking up either of you up to down. He's just kind of looking at you and almost giving each of you acknowledgement. As he kind of reaches down to look at Airman and goes, "Oh, that is very unnecessary, but highly appreciated. Thank you. You please stand, please. This is too formal for a man such as myself."
And she'll rise, just look him in the eye, like non-threateningly, but just look at him just to kind of understand what he said and just say, "Thank you, the master."
I'm not sure what he told you about me, gesturing to the man holding your items, but I'm nothing of what he speaks of me, other than a man who is kind and wishes to help people. But please, you know my name. May I possibly know yours? No?
Who's he saying that to?
That is all of you.
I am Airmed Serona, from the 5 Element. And just kind of do like a little bob, like a small little like curtsy bob.
Absolute pleasure to meet someone from the said and infamous 5 Elements. You are a welcome guest. The rest
She'll
of
kind of just smile.
If no one immediately speaks up, like after Ahmed's gone, Corfel will give him a little, like a half bend at the waist and a head drop, and he goes, "Bersafel."
It's very nice to meet your acquaintance.
Aspen kind of untucks his arms and would actually sign,
Okay.
but obviously nobody's gonna know what he says.
As soon as that happens and I realise that Aspen's not speaking, I'd introduce Aspen.
Introduce Aspen then.
I
This is
kind of give
Aspen.
you a look as soon as you start talking.
It is a pleasure to
Sorry.
meet you, Aspen. I have not seen that language in a very long time.
And kind of like put my hands behind my back again and a small nod of acknowledgement.
My apologies for not knowing the language, for my ignorance. I wish to learn, but there's very few who are willing to teach. Perhaps one day you can show me a few.
Nods again.
Arabella will go next. Arabella Avalon from the Kingdom Firebend.
Firebend, you're a long way from home.
Indeed I am,
Well, I'm glad.
but it's worth the traveling.
Then I am glad to make a friend from such an esteemed household of an esteemed city. I hope we can make some relationships. And he looks to you, Maxwell.
Hello. Maxwell Belmont. I'm a traveling dancer from the Shimmering Scouts, if you've heard of us.
Dancer, oh, I love dancing. I've always had 2 left feet. But it's amazing. I could never be as exquisite on my feet as I'm sure you are, my friend.
Thank you.
Incredibly welcome, my friend. So I heard you had some tumbles with some of my men, and relieved them of their duty from me, as well as helped this one from simple hill giants. As you see him, he kind of gives a look to the one holding your items. You can see you kind of swallows as he just kind of stands at attention.
Aspen's eyes kind of narrow, like unnoticingly, but he definitely takes in the master's like tone and how he speaks to his associates. And he kind of like digs his nails into his forearms.
I will say thank you for assisting him on his return and to be bringing back what's left of my wealth. I say that is a fair compensation for murdering my men. So I would say that calls us even. Would you agree?
We also buried them in graves in this direction. Give direction. So if you wish to collect their bodies and return them to loved ones, it is easily done.
Well, you did more than what their loved ones would have done for them, so I think they will rest quite comfortably of where they are at. So thank you.
We really do apologize for that massive misunderstanding.
Yeah, please tell me how the whole thing went down. I only heard a quick story from my man. I would love to hear. Please, somebody explain.
We saw a man running, looking very worried, and then that man was shot in the back by your people, and first kind of impressions / thoughts that went through our head were not the correct ones, and we acted on the wrong instinct and step, and
He's leaning at the edge of his seat, really listening to you, like, like he's really listening.
so we're
nodding his
really
head.
sorry.
Kind of rubs his hands and kind of.
But we're really glad that we could kind of help out in the end by helping out this man. And it was kind of funny seeing him waddle with that big sack of gold. Or whatever was it. It was quite funny.
You can see he starts cracking up laughing and just he's loud, like almost that too loud of a laugh, like inside voice man, like he's outright laughing. Oh, that had to be a hysterical sight. Yes, thank you for doing something my other men could have done for me, but since you killed them, doing it yourself, that was honestly truly good Samaritan work.
She's just at the... She's just gonna kind of just look to Corfell as if to say, "Oh my god, please help."
You can see him kind of like slaps the wood of his chair with the kind of the cushion. You can actually hear his armrest crack a little bit of him just slapping it really hard. Whoa! Oh, I gotta catch my breath. That was just way too funny. Oh, you are. You sure you're not a comedian, say with the 5 elements? Woo!
No, I'm next in line for High Priestess.
Oh, congratulations! He starts clapping. Fantastic, good for you. We will have to hold a dinner in your honor.
Oh, no, really.
Absolutely. No, it's not an option. You
necessary,
must be my guest tonight.
She kind of looks to the rest of the party as if to say something, like...
I'm just gonna put a thumbs up and say, good luck.
For a very brief moment, Aspen's eye kind of twitches in irritation, but he's keeping a very like cool, calm exterior.
We are more than happy to accept the invitation of dinner. You are obviously a very gracious host. But unfortunately, after dinner, we must be able to slip away as we have our own business to attend to. So dinner, of course, but we cannot stay the night.
While Corfell was saying that, and Aramed was kind of asking for help, Arabella just kind of looked at Aramed and just kind of a small smirk as if to say, "You shouldn't have been worried about me."
Ooh, there's salt in the air, my friends.
She's gonna just give a look back as if to say, well, you know, At least I handled it a lot calmer than you would have.
Okay. It kind of speaks like, that's really disappointing. See, my friend here said you would help me with a little problem I've been having. I mean, granted, you may absolutely say no, and you might even say no to dinner. That's perfectly alright, but I would appreciate you at least hearing me out on this. There's a very large and handsome reward.
I don't say anything. I look at the group. I ain't speaking, bros.
I would love to hear this.
I don't
Might
see
as well learn what dance it is before refusing.
No, I see you got a big comedian in you as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Do you want to speak over? Nope. Let's get business on the side. We do not want to talk business over dinner. It's not good for the stomach. Believe me, I know. It's not good when business spills into your dinner. So,
Aspen kind of narrows his eyes a little bit.
someone, or rather I should say something, has been attacking the local village. I'm sure you saw it on your way in, yes? Yeah, let's see you.
The like
Was that the one that you
farmhouse-ish?
said looked like the giant? I was going to say the fancy farmhouse.
It wasn't fancy farmhouse. It was the, like, you're in the what we consider the fancy cottage. This was the one where it looks like a very small, like, just farmer's town. If it was even a town, a village with like a couple
right,
of houses
yeah.
in the field.
Okay, yeah.
The townsfolk are scared, and I would like to help them, but sadly, I'm not sure. How should I word this? I mean, I'm sure you're asking why don't I take care of it myself. The answer is simple. I am, but in another matter, if you will. You may absolutely decline my generous offer, which would allow you to leave and forget all about this place and its people, if you would prefer. If you do, by your own free will, choose to stay, then I will gladly accept your effort. The reward is, of course, your choice. You can choose some of the magical items, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and the two chests on the left-hand side opened up, and you can see there are. You can see there are 5 different items in there, ranging from clothing to jewelry to, you can even see an arrow in there to what looks like a bottle of some sort of liquid, and then it closes. 2, and you can see him snap his fingers again, and the man kind of walks over the side. Or I have cold hard coin of 20,000. Choice is yours. If you wish to speak alone, I'm happy to supply a room away from prying ears for you to talk amongst yourselves. I don't know what this creature is. All I know is it has the local people killing their livestock and smearing blood across their doors to prevent whatever has been plaguing them. We're all very quiet. I'm sure you want to speak amongst yourselves. My apologies. Would you like a room?
Yes. Please,
Wonderful.
that may be best.
He will show you to a private room. Pay no attention to anybody else. I will make sure nobody has any prying ears. If you do happen to see anybody overhearing you, please make me aware of it, and I will happily take care of any problems you have. I will hear from you in, say, 5-10 minutes.
Aspen
Yes,
nods
10
his
minutes.
head.
Very good, very good. He just claps his hands and goes back, spinning him back around, and you see him pick up a book that was on like a little end table behind him and go back, and the man again opens the door behind you, gesturing for you to step out of the room. You walk up the steps, you go round to the right to where when you first enter, it's up to that Y past the fireplace, and you see it's almost an open floor plan here. So there's no, when you walk up this next steps, there's no wall behind you, so the 2 men are still back there, but you do see a table with 4 chairs, what appears to be a little study with a window. though you think if you're not talking too loudly, nobody should be able to hear you unless you can pay attention to the other two actually listening in. He goes, please, be quick. Do not keep him waiting. Be punctual, and the time is yours. And he walks away.
As soon as he walks away, Aspen goes over and shuts the door.
There is
and
no
his...
door. It is an open wall.
Really?
It's an open floor plan.
That's... Okay,
So you can
I
still
see
see the
what you're
people by the fireplace, though they appear to be too far to be listened to, but you also can keep an eye on them if you also wish to.
Well, Aspen kind of like turns his back so nobody can like see his face, and his calm exterior kind of just melts, and his face, like, he's kind of angry. Like, you can see like his nose scrunch up, and the hands that were like gripping his forearms, he has like indents from where his fingernails were, and he kind of just like rolls his eyes and like scoffs very. It's more of like a when you're annoyed and you huff out of your nose, I guess is the best way I can describe it. But his calm exterior just melts, and his whole entire being is just
So what's everyone's thoughts on him?
Before we get into a debate, I'll just put in my 2 copper. No matter what we think of that man, like, completely disregarded, those people in the village are not this man, and hunting creatures is what we do good. And there are 2 monks outside, wearing pink because they came with us, that may be able to help us slay this beast, if they want to. It's an easier job than what we'd normally have. Just
And
saying.
about 20,000.
Or
And then
those
with that,
magical
Colfell just
objects.
sits down and is like, mic drop, I've said my piece, go.
We should help the people. But also then the reward from that is whether we decide to take the money or whether we decide to take the items.
And Aspen immediately stands up and starts signing, like he doesn't even realize it, that you can't really understand him.
Aspen,
Use your words, please.
we can understand that.
And you see him kind of like, first he kind of like looks at you a little confused, and then he kind of like face palms a little bit, takes out the parchment that he has as well as his ink, and writes down coin because it can't be traced back to you. Holds it up.
I just
Well,
think maybe the items may cost more,
I-
and in the case we could sell them for more money.
I agree with Colfell. We do our best when we're going after the beast, so if it's true that these people actually need help, perhaps we are their saviors.
Aspen kind of starts scribbling down stuff, and it's kind of, you can still read it, but it's hasty. It's like, don't trust anyone here. And he kind of like points to everywhere. You don't know what their association is, what their means of anything, really. We're only here to help people. Kind of holds it up. You can see he's very, like, he has a very strange demeanor about him. It's very, that's what I can describe it as, like, business-like. He's very You see his eyes are just constantly narrowed. He's going over scenarios in his head. He's constantly looking everywhere.
Arabella kind of looks at Aspen and goes, "What's your reasoning for not trusting these people?"
And he kind of gives you like a raised eyebrow. He writes down, it was stated that this man is not a good man.
It seems that you have experience with these type of not good men. And I'll take your word for it.
Well, I mean, he was a merchant, so
Yeah,
some merchants do deal with shady people.
Aspen gives like a grateful nod to Corfell.
I think the reward, whether we take it at all, it's all in the air, should be discussed after we do the job. I think we should do it out of the goodness of our hearts and a bit of exercise and all that jazz, and then come back and really think about if we want to be associated with this man's coin.
And you
there is
see
a
Aspen kind of like,
that in the future he may turn around and say, "Ah, you did this job for me, do another worse job for me."
That is.
yeah, you see Aspen
A very good
immediately
idea.
perk up.
We'll do that.
But as long as we're doing
Okay.
jobs that are good,
Mm.
it's not really blackmail at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And Aspen kind of writes down, just be careful. And be careful is written in capital letters. And then smaller underneath that, just between us, I cannot speak from here on out.
Two people choose between amongst yourself. Two people make a perception check.
I will.
Not me.
I will. I want one.
I
I
will.
want one.
Excuse me.
I will. Jay and Aramid both they call out first. So let's go ahead. You two either choose to roll by yourselves or one with advantage. You choose.
Do you
What
want me
do you
to roll
wanna do?
advantage?
I think it's a bet you roll with advantage, right?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I'll roll with advantage.
All right,
Okay.
go for it.
Well, while they're
Not
doing
one.
that, Arabella's gonna say, "You guys are missing the point. We don't have to do this if we don't want to. He gave us that option. If we're all really on edge about this, we could just leave, be on our business, go back to the tranquility and
No, we help.
whatever
people.
thing." Hush! I am talking, Ahmed. Shut up.
Yeah, that doesn't make what you're saying any more important than anybody else's. We help people. It's what we do. We help each other. That's what got us into this mess in the first place. You wanted to help the man. We all wanted to help him. That is what got us into this mess. If we're
And
able to help more, we will help them.
so what? Okay, so I'm all for helping people. Yippee-doo. That's what we're going to do. However, what if Aspen's right? What if this is just a plot for revenge on us? I mean, if we all want to get technical here, I'm the one that's responsible. I should take full responsibility for this.
So you want to go
Yeah.
fight this thing yourself? That's not happening. We do this together. We got into this mess together. None of us tried to stop you. So we're gonna get ourselves out of this mess together. And you're not gonna stop us.
With that nat 20 for a 30 perception, you can see not a single soul is attempting to look in on you. You don't see anything through the window. You don't hear anybody through the cracks. The men by the doors have paid no attention to any mind. You've given complete privacy.
I don't trust this. there has
In
to be
those-
something going on.
In those chests that they opened, out of curiosity, were we able to see if there was one of the cards?
No. You saw some fabric, an arrow, and maybe a potion, but you're not sure if there was anything else, nor did anybody ask.
No, I'm not sure if there was anything else. It was just those three things.
You didn't ask. You just said items, and those were what you saw sticking out.
Oh, sticking out. Okay.
Yes. No, but you guys were about 15, 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'd also like to look around and make sure there was like nothing else to be listening to, like, you know, the pictures of the moving eyes or like certain
with the nat 20, I took all I considered. You've checked every nook and corner from where you at. It appears there's nobody looking in on you. There's no everywhere you've looked with your eyes and ears, you did not see or hear anything or anyone.
Hear vision.
What about magic?
Yeah, that's a good thing as well.
I love the way I word things. I've gotten so good at making you all so paranoid.
The Aspen is just paranoid in general.
I know. Continue. I'll keep my mouth shut as the DM.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Can we perform an Arcana check?
To a 30.
An Arcana check wouldn't do anything. You need to use a spell such as detect magic,
Right, gotcha.
see invisibility, stuff like that.
Has anybody got detect magic? Oh yeah,
Well,
I do, but it's
just-
not prepped.
Just assume that we're being listened to.
But that would be
Also,
going against the Master's word.
I also look at your paper and I say, Arabella, is there any kind of spell that you do which is a small contained fire, just so we can burn what Aspen's wrote down?
Fireball.
No.
Sorry.
It's contained within a 20-foot radius.
No, because I have secret flame, but I'm not sure if that.
Aspen kind of just crumples up the paper and stuffs it in his mouth.
I was
Well,
waiting for
that'll
that.
work.
I was waiting for that, to be completely honest with you. Like, he's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat
Why?
That'll work.
Why? As Aspen did that, Arabella just goes, "No, it can't burn stuff like that. It's
Oh.
magic."
Yeah, Aspen's just salivating. Just like.
So help me, Aspen, if you start choking on that, I'm gonna none.
So, the 10 minutes has passed, and the man begins to walk by. He's like, "Excuse me, I just want to announce my presence, please. Hello? Can I approach?"
we're decided now.
Oh, I didn't want to sneak up. Privacy.
This is how you formally- This is how you formally approach people?
When the master says complete privacy, we give him complete privacy. I did not want to come and sneak up on you if you were still speaking upon terms. Are you ready?
No, we are ready.
Then please follow me. And he kind of rushes quickly to the door and opens it up, and you all enter. He closes the door behind you again. The sounds of the weather slowly die out once again. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What was the decision?
Looks to
Um,
Corbell.
We'd like to go down to the village and see what appears to be harassing them. And we'll
Yes.
decide on a reward later.
Yes. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm happy for you to count or take a look at the items. I don't want you to think I'm a hoodlum. Would you prefer to do that to help ease your mind?
I am fine with like taking a look later.
Very well. Trusting people. I
anybody
like
else
that about all of you.
To have a look. Sorry for my interruption, Master.
You're quite all right. I love trusting people. I feel like we're gonna get along really well. So, dinner, and then are you heading to the village tonight or tomorrow? I mean, you're welcome to stay here.
I think we should have a night to prepare.
Wonderful.
And
I will make you aware the beast usually comes out at night, so if you want to catch it in the act, it's been happening every night so far. It's completely up to you. I don't care one way or another, though. I mean, I do. People should be taken care of, but I understand sleep is important. You can't do anything without any sleep or an empty stomach.
Aspen kind of like lifts his hand
Yes.
and he points to like all of us and then points to his eye and then out the window.
Why are we looking out the window?
You see him kind of like,
I think he means that we, before dinner, wish to have a look around the village, like, get some information.
Again, my apologies for my ignorance for not knowing the language. You must teach me some of it during dinner. Absolutely. I can have one of my men escort you there if you wish. Or you may enter by yourselves. It's completely up to you. I don't want to feel you. I'm forcing myself upon any of you.
Aspen kind of looks to the group and gestures with the hand like,
Yeah. I under my breath, I just kind of go, if no one has any strong feelings.
Say again, I'm sorry.
If I look to the group and just kind of under my breath say, well, if anyone has no strong feelings.
I think we should be okay.
Very well. Wonderful. I must say I'm a bit of an old-fashioned. I don't need any blood. And he just comes down and puts a hand out to just anyone who will take it for a simple handshake.
I want to do like a quick check to make sure it literally is just that and there's like nothing else going on, because with the way he said blood made it sound like there was going to be like a slice or something happen.
Roll an insight check.
I will.
Not 20.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
damn girl!
Man, okay, waste him up ahead, sure. It appears it was a simple joke. You look at his hand, doesn't appear anything special.
Then I will shake it. I'm going to say, what time do we have to be back for dinner?
How long do you think it would take you? I'd say it's about a 45-minute walk there, and then 45-minute back. How long do you think you would eat?
That's an hour and a half. How long do you guys want to have a look around for?
At least a solid hour.
Hour and a half, 2 hours? So 3.5 hours?
3.5 hours it is. We're planning on having pork for dinner. Is there anybody a vegetarian?
Terrible.
Arabella kind of raises her hand.
Is salad up to your liking?
Yes, that'll do just fine.
Very good. Salad would be there as well then. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day. And you can see him, he flings his book in the air and it opens, a bunch of pages kind of fly open. And he catches it and his jacket whips open. Anybody who has a passive perception over 16, speak up now.
Yep. My passive is 20, so yes.
Okay. Would you like this to be a whisper? Or open the open?
Ooh, it's going to be out in the open because I'm going to explain what I see anyway, if I see anything.
As he whips open the book, I'm going to make you make a choice. Do you look at his jacket opening, or do you look at what the pages hold?
Both.
You get to choose.
Heads or tails?
Which one should I look at?
Chester's fine.
Wait. I have a coin flipping app.
Okay.
So, Aramed, heads or tails?
Heads book, tails pocket.
It was tails.
So jacket?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. As you're flirting over the book, you decide to look at his chest. You can see this dark leather jacket opens up. And you see something that you've never seen before, except in stories. You see a slender piece of wood, about a foot long. Though on one side it's curved and it has a round ball. On the other side, you can see a steel tube. What appears to be like a cobra head made of steel. That's like connected to this steel tube. You can see very amounts of embroidery and designs on it. And you can see it's in a holster. As there catches the book, the jacket closes. He goes, wonderful, wonderful. Food will be extravagant. I cannot wait for you all to be here. I wish the beast a slow and painful death by all of you. Yes. And he goes back to his chair.
Okay.
Aspen gives a nod.
And the door is opened. You are led back through the main hall. You can see now in this Y-shaped now going towards the stem, the two men and the woman still there. Well, actually, the two men are there. The woman is no longer there. As you head towards the mudroom. All your equipment is still there, untouched. He hands you back the wand, the circlet. He goes, then in 3 hours, the 3.5 hours I believe you actually said, dinner will be served. Please do not be late. I highly discourage that. And good luck out there.
Excuse me? I
Yes.
think you forgot to give my friend back his bracelet.
And the bracelet. Yes. He hands that back as well.
Thank you.
I almost like cup under the bracelet and give him a nod. It's like, thank you.
Okay. All your equipment
Very quickly reattach.
is restored. And you decided not to have a guide and you wish to head out. Ming and Ping both kind of...
Ming and Ping.
Yeah, Ming and Ping, right?
Wei and Ping?
Wei Ping, hey. Ming is another person, sorry. Wei
I was like,
Ping.
wait a minute.
Wei Ping, what's up? Sorry, I booked on a bunch of
Soon we're gonna
characters
meet Ding and Dong.
Ping kind of speaks up and goes, if it's all the same to you, I believe this is a journey that you will need, and we're gonna stay here.
Don't want to get some experience under your belt and help us fight an apparent monster.
After I've seen what you do to bandits, I think you'll be just fine. Besides, this is all a part of your tranquility.
As
Nothing you
he's
strayed from the path.
As you're talking, Aspen kind of just like opens his mouth and the paper falls out. And it's just soggy. And the ink is all smudged. And his tongue has like
Tad
very
boy.
faint words written on it. And he kind of just like makes a face and he's never again.
That's not how that works, but I'm okay with this.
Gonna look at the paper. Look at Aspen. Why? If you were just gonna hide it, why'd you just put it in your pocket?
Aspen just shrugs his shoulders.
Because we didn't know we'd get the option of going into the village tonight. It was just better to dispose of it in case they look for our bags or something.
So you all heading out?
Yeah, but as we walk and when we're quite a distance away, that's when I tell everybody about that thing.
Okay, go ahead and describe it as you guys exit the building and you begin to trudge the sun down. The moon is coming up. It's about a half a moon tonight. Though it's hard to see, but you can still see glimpses of it between the rain and clouds and thunder. Go ahead and describe what you saw.
So when he threw that book into the air, his coat opened slightly, right? He had an inside pocket, and in that pocket was like a cylinder piece. It was like a foot long or so. It was wooden, but it was like curved and had a ball at the end, and there was like a vial attached with like a cobra head made of steel.
I'm
And
gonna.
It had
Great!
it was in a holster and it had embroidery and designs on it, and it's only something I've heard of in books.
You have no clue what this is, Aspen.
Yeah, no, I was
Is
trying to be
everyone
like,
doing a
heh.
history check, like to see if we know what this is?
All right, it would be. It's more of a intelligence check than a history.
Oh, god damn it!
But that's
But,
so
but you
if you would
said
have
that
waited.
I would know what it was.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You said that it's only something I've read about in books, so I'd know.
You've
What it is.
heard about in fairy tales and books. I would say because of the way you're trying to think of it, make it so Airman make a history check. Everyone else besides Aspen make an intelligence check. If you
I'm a
want to
dumb-
figure it out.
Wait, so who's doing what again?
Everyone's doing
Everybody make an
intelligence.
intelligence check besides Airmid.
13.
13.
15.
By the
hold
way
on.
you're describing it, it makes it sound like it's an injection or like a needle or something.
17.
Passing.
Okay. I described it the way you saw it with the glimpse. So if I'm describing it badly, it's intentional.
Oh, okay.
Airman, with the 13, I know you're like, it was when you were really young. It was like things that would scare you from doing something you weren't supposed to. It was something hurtful, maybe negative, but positive. It's all kind of jumbled up. You're not sure. Corfel.
Yeah!
A hyped up hand crossbow that has an internal bowstring,
Okay.
maybe, or a club. Arabella with a 17. It sounds like a club with an internal steel rod to maybe help it do more damage, or maybe it's a pipe. All of you are not really sure.
Fair.
This
Wait,
needed a
who
pretty high
hasn't
DC, everybody.
rolled? Max. Well, hasn't rolled.
He
Max
didn't
doesn't
want
want
to.
I passed. I would
Would
never know
Regan
this.
know what it is?
None of you know what it is.
Okay.
Nobody has been able to discern it.
It's so annoying that I can't remember it when it scared me as a kid. So many of the things that scare you that you remember.
Aspen kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of like does the like, you know, when you're like, the I'm watching you, where it's like you point your two fingers to your eyes and then outwards.
Yeah.
He does that basically, like keep a lookout.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of say like a silent prayer up to the Anket just to hope that he can actually help her remember. Do I have to roll a religion check?
Say that again. I'm sorry you broke up, and I didn't know it was towards me.
Oh, okay. She's gonna say like a silent prayer to the Anket in the hopes that like he'll help her remember.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. So, religion checks, I'm doing with a prayer because you're kind of actively keeping in with your god. But for them to actually assist you, there's an actual mechanic in the 5th edition called Divine Intervention.
Yeah.
That is
Alright.
what you use to be able to make your god do something. Now, that can be as extravagant as destroy the Lich, like help us destroy the Lich, and they send a freaking angel down to where I need this door open it. Like, it's completely up to you, though. You have to roll a percentage die and roll under your level for it to succeed.
Right, okay.
So, I'm allowing you to roll religion checks because it's more of a have a good feeling, bad feeling, and feeling your god with you. But if it's for specific questions, that's gonna be unable to answer because it's an actual mechanic of D&D of Divine Intervention. If that makes sense.
The religion check, at least the way that I do it, is more of a can the god respond to you and actually break through the divine gate?
Yeah. And I will send you this, and this will be in the main group. That's essentially what it can do. You don't get until level 10. Like I said, you can roll, and I've been allowing it, but it really depends on the roll, how high. Like, you have to roll incredibly high for it.
It really doesn't what?
It can. I've been doing it a little bit different way than the standard rules, because you have to understand there's layers upon layer. Think of discs, and you're on one disc, and they're 40, 50 discs down, and they're trying to hear your voice through all those discs.
Right, okay.
So go ahead and roll, but understand you might not get the answers you're going to want to get.
It's worth a shot. I have to roll a 5. Do I have to roll a 5 or under? Or like...
So you can't do divine intervention because you're not level 10.
Oh, okay.
So you can only do a religion check, which again is only gonna be like a breeze, a hint. It's like it ain't gonna get you that much.
No,
So-
but it might help me remember like the book that it was in,
So you
and
can
then
certainly
keep
roll.
thinking about the book.
I'm just letting you know it's very high rolls, and so it can't be like a yes or no question. It can't be specific. It has to be more like, are we going the right way? Is it gonna rain? It has to be little things like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
for this moment, it probably wouldn't work. Been letting it slide a little bit, but with how much has been coming up, I think I needed to just make you aware of it. No worries, though.
Okay.
So for this circumstances, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys all heading to the small little village?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Keeping my eyeballs peeled.
Okay.
Right.
So if you're leading the group, Aspen, go ahead and make a perception check.
I will aid you in that.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Alright, please roll. Good.
Nice, 17.
Coolio.
As you're walking down, it's hard to see, but thankfully you do have your dark vision. It's a little bit easier to see the humans in the party. You're having a slightly harder time to see, but you know a torch will be snuffed out. Wait, Maxwell, do you have BS?
I do have BS.
Okay. It still doesn't help you through this because that's for very particular of what it is. But,
Yeah.
wait, does it work for this BS?
Yes.
It does? Send it to me.
Uh,
I don't think
it
so. Pretty sure
helps
it
with a
has to
lot
be-
of BS.
I thought
It does specify both magical and non-magical.
It does specify not. Okay, yeah. Okay, fuck you.
Like I said, it's BS.
I hate that so much. For all the DMs out there, welcome to hating Devil's Sight. Hate that so much with the invocation. Anywho, so Max, it's like plain as day to you. You can see just fine. If you want to roll a separate perception check, I will allow you for that because of BS.
I will. Might as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
Worried
Love
about
that.
building right now.
And that one, even though you can see perfectly fine, rain just keeps hitting you in the eyeballs, and you just can't keep them open long enough to actually look around.
Why are we traveling in the rain?
As you see some deer, some ground animal folk like groundhogs, stuff like that. Doesn't appear anyone's following you. Doesn't appear anything ominous watching you.
Can I make a check or?
You assisted in Aspen already.
Oh, so I can't make a check. Okay.
So you walk, and it does take about 45, 50 minutes. You've already seen it, and it's not too hard to actually relocate. In this city town. Okay, I didn't upload it. That's fine. I will grab it from here. As you grow closer, you can see it's partially in the plains, but at the same time, it's slightly opened up to the small forests as well. The trees slowly entering it. You can only see about 5 total buildings. It's hard to even call it a village other than maybe a local family that just decided to keep building houses around. Or it might just be a very, very small community. As you get a bit closer, with the rain and how late it is, you don't see anybody outside the doors. But you do see a bit of candlelight flickering from the cracks of the doorway. Though as you enter in, you see a wellness center, and on each of the doors, you see blood smeared across it. And you can
Is
see,
it in a specific symbol, or is it just like a plot of
it's
blood?
just if someone put their hand in blood and smeared it all over their door, like on the top of their door frame. It's not like through the center. It's like on the top of their door frame, And you can see in each front of each of the doors, you can see a separate slaughtered livestock. There's a sheep, there's a pig, there's a full actual cow, and you also see a dog.
Oh no, puppy! Right.
Wow.
Okay.
Do I know or recall any kind of thing that caused this kind of blood sacrifice and blood being smeared?
So we can see all these animals, right?
And they're all dead in front of the door. Airman, make an intelligence check. Actually, no, make a religion check. I'm sorry.
Arabella's gonna say a prayer for the animals in Elvish.
Okay. I honestly thought you just said Elvis. But
Yes.
Elvish!
thank you very much.
No.
That was a very bad Elvish. Anywho, there with the 23, there are many different sacrifices that can involve pagan gods, evil deities, even good deities. You know, Bane, the god of murder, involves blood and hands. You can know other gods as well. There's multiple things that involve sacrifice, blood, from whether it be demons, devils, deities. But these, from even with the role, don't seem to be specific to anything other than possibly warding off. Possibly, you're not really sure.
Okay.
Are
I know
there
it's to ward off.
are there any unusual? Probably not because of the rain, but are there any like unusual tracks or big mounds of dirt moved or just proof that there's something weird going on?
Roll a survival check.
Can I aid?
No, because while you're doing the religion of checking the blood, they'll be doing this.
Oh, it's a 10. That
10.
doesn't help.
With the rain, it kind of just, all the tracks are washed away. You can see a few like boot prints, hoof prints of like horses, men, children, stuff like that, but nothing discernible as unnatural or beast-like.
I would like to walk up to one of the houses that have candlelights on the inside and just knock on the door.
Okay. You wait for a moment, and you hear, "Who is it?"
Maxwell. Can I ask a few questions?
Why? You want your business?
Here to investigate the, strange happenings that's happening here.
And you see the door creak so slightly. And the little bit you can see a pale white face with heavy wrinkles, and then just a very dull brown eye with bags under them. You go, "Oh, what type of questions were you hear about the beast?"
Yeah. Could you tell me a bit about it? Like, what's actually happening here? What's up with all the dead animals and stuff like that?
Who's with you?
Hmm?
Who's with you?
Just me and a few friends.
I want to see him.
Just look over at everyone. You guys want to join me?
Arabella walks up.
Just walk straight over to you.
Okay, he kind of sees all you, goes, I don't know you. You know, if I'm around here, who sent you?
Do you know the master?
His eyes wide open. He's like, come in. And he just opens the door.
To interject, we were not sent by the master. We decided to help you of our own accord. Then, like,
As you guys say, as you walk in, he kind of ushers in. You see him look back and forth, close the door, and you can see now a very large wooden plank that he struggles to lift up and put back in these two, like, steel bullets. So he's basically trying to...
I help him out.
Then he takes it gratefully. Now you can see a very elderly man slunched over, balding quite a bit with a few gray spots of hair, wrinkling skin, essentially cotton overalls with like a very torn cotton shirt. Very meager home. You can see a table with two chairs off the side, a bed made of grain sacks off to the side. A fireplace burning with just a little bit of wood. You can see it's wet, and some of the rain's actually coming down and slowly putting out the fire. He kind of walks over and tries to put some wood on there. You see he's very shaky. Throws it on there, and you see he puts a pot of like kind of a kettle on it. He goes, please sit down. I don't want no extra chairs. But please excuse my granddaughter. At this point, you can actually see a little girl sitting on the sack wearing a very faded little green dress. You can see a bunch of little like washcloths sewn to patch it. And she's just sitting there with little short brown hair and pigtails, little green eyes. She goes, hello.
Hi.
Hello there.
It's a baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm 5 years old.
Aspen's kind of just like trying to hide a dorky grin.
5. And she holds up 4 fingers.
Aspen kind of like pats her head.
That's my little granddaughter Gretel. Her parents befell on the beast a couple months ago.
And Aspen kind of sits down next to her. Not like too close for comfort, but like enough so it's not. I'm not close to her, but I'm close enough to reach over to her if needed.
You're scary.
Oh, he's really like a big teddy bear, really.
He has horns. Teddy bears don't have horns.
See, Aspen kind of like put his hood on.
Like a crown.
He's like a horny teddy bear.
Aspen just gives you a look.
You hear the old man go, horny. Like, he took it to the completely wrong level.
Arabella smiles and laughs a little bit before she looks at the old man and goes, so, tell us your experience with the beast. When did this start? What happens at night?
As you hear the whistle come off the couch, it's like, oh, damn it. Kind of grabs it and burns his hand and goes, and gets his sleeve, rolls it up a little bit, picks up the kettle, and has 3 clay mugs, and he kind of puts it in there, and puts a little herbs. And I'm sorry, I won't have 3 mugs. I can go to the neighbors and see if I can grab a few more.
No, it's fine. And like pulls out. I'm gonna guess like a mess kit is like enough as well. That is like a mug or something in it.
Yeah, you can put a local Mexico stuff. Gretel, can you do me a? Never. Nope. I was gonna ask you to get some sugar, but not with the beast out there. She goes, but I can do it. I can do it, Grandpa. Yeah, nope.
No, we don't need sugar. We don't need sugar. Honestly, we don't. It's fine.
I look to the old man and I ask, do you want sugar?
No, I'm all right, thank you. You were sent here by the master. He's a mighty fine man.
That is correct.
He told us about the problems here, and we wanted to come help.
Very kind of him. He's a good man. He's been helping our little town out since I can remember. Good boy. What do you want to know? Gretel, can you actually go out to the back? I don't want you to hear this, darling, just for a few minutes, all right? I see if we have any extra sugar back there for our guests. Goes, Grandpa, I can't. Goes, Gretel, I want to go back there. All right, don't ask me twice.
Wait,
Fine.
like outside of the house?
No. There's like a little. You can see there's a ladder that kind of goes up. It's almost like in a barn style of a home, and there's like a
Okay, good.
loft, and like you can see they might have some extra stuff up there. So she goes fine, kind of crawls up there.
Good.
It's kind of like a loft that goes all the way around. So it's like a barn converted into a home in a way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to see, but now that you're in here, you can see, yes, it was a barn. They have the 2 large hay bale windows up top for like hauling up hay up into the roof. But it's like they have the barn, and there you can see there is hay all up in the top, but it's also used as installation. So if you're allergic to hay, you're kind of screwed. But you have an installation. Installation, that's the word. You don't install freaking hay, but you know what I mean.
Yes, you do. I think it's different. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me know when you're back. Because you're gonna die. Anywho. Uh,
Wow, thanks,
I'm not
Asher.
healing them.
so what do you want to know?
And then Arabella repeats her questions.
Well, repeat them. I'm an old man.
We wanted to know what kind of experiences you've had with the beast and when that started and what typically happens at night.
Well, they've started.
And I will say that it may sound stupid, but any little detail you can give us will be more than helpful.
Such as if it strikes at certain times, or if there's books or anything that we can know about it.
Aspen kind of like points to his feet.
Oh, the tracks it makes.
Oh, traps
Right.
are. Well, this beast has been terrorizing our area for years. Since I was a little boy. It used to only come every couple of months, and we just have to lock our doors, leave out a sheep or some sort of livestock, and it would take that, leave it all bloody. But only very little bit of it remained. It took it back to wherever it was going, and it was satisfied. Mainly happened at night. The only time I ever recall it coming out in the day was very odd. It didn't seem to come out because it was hungry. It was coming out because it was feral, or I don't know. But it tore. Kind of looks up the loft. It tore her parents to shreds in broad daylight. She saw the whole thing. She won't speak of it, nor will I ever ask her to speak of it or to relive those images.
You see Aspen like immediately have like a reaction. Like he kind of just like his eyes grow wide. And he like puts his hand over his heart.
The only time she only spoke of it was once when it was in her sleep. She kept saying it wasn't its fault. It was only doing what it had to do to survive, and she didn't blame it. Strong little girl. We obviously went out for a search party, and we searched. No avail. We couldn't find it. It tracks very well. Especially at night, like tonight, with the rain and the storm, and you won't be able to track it even if your life depended on you.
When did you say it used to come around when you were younger?
Typically the night. We made sure there was a bigger livestock when the moon was high and bright and the fullest.
For years. It's been around you for years.
Since I was a boy and since one of my parents were a young child as well. It's been the town's beast.
And
Are you able to
nobody's
describe
ever
it?
nobody's ever thought to extinguish it?
We've never had the power to do so, nor have we ever had a good enough amount of coin to be able to offer to pay for such a person to do it. The master does come around and he does assist us, and he has himself paid for people, though we've always told him declined it. The one time, one good Samaritan did come through alone. Young gentleman decided that he was going to come in and liberate us. Well, that was a good 20 years ago, and we haven't seen him since.
Can you describe this beast?
I've never seen it, darling.
Would
I've only heard it.
your granddaughter be able to?
I would rather you not question her on reliving the ice, but if you must, I reckon it's up to her if she wishes to decline said offer.
Of course,
does it
it's up
sound
to
like?
her.
That's a sound you don't ever want to hear. That makes you want to pull your sheets above your head and just be held. I wasn't an adventurer like any of you, I'm sure. You're mighty young for most of you, but I've taken my fair share of bears and owlbears out there terrorizing wolves, coyotes, but nothing like this. This just makes a shiver come up your spine, and you just don't want to. Yeah, you'll hear it stalking outside your door, sinking into the blood, snarl. And you see him you can see him like hear it and see it. You can see like goosebumps begin to go over his arm to us.
As soon as Aspen kind of sees him start to basically have a flashback. He kind of springs up and puts both of his hands on the man's back, like on his shoulders to like ground him.
Comes and goes, I'm sorry. I don't ever want to hear those screams again from her parents. My daughter.
And Aspen kind of just like rubs like his shoulder, like it's okay type, like you don't have to explain, just trying to comfort him.
Arabella kind of goes, well, we're here now. We're going to rescue you and your fellow neighbors here, and we'll make sure you'll never bothered again by this beast.
I truly appreciate it, but I do fear for your well-being.
Don't. We're more than capable of taking care of each other.
May I ask, who are you? I know you're sent by the master, but who exactly are you? Are you some sort of guild or group? I'm sorry if I'm prying too far.
No, it's perfectly fine. Well, we're all from different places. I'm Aramed Serena from the Five Elements. You probably haven't heard of it.
I'm terribly sorry, I have not.
No, we're just we're clerics essentially. Healers, predominantly.
I do understand the word cleric. I greatly appreciate all of the goodwill you do for people.
Thank you. It's my duty to help. That Aspen.
Aspen gives like a gentle, kind smile.
Aspen's a very strong fighter.
He's a cute little one.
You see his
Yeah,
face
he's also
grow bright red.
He's cute.
Even for being a horny teddy bear.
He kind of like scoffs and like and crosses his arms.
Maxwell, I probably have the least impressive resume here. I'm a traveling dancer.
It's fine. If I only have a few festival dances, you'll have to come and we'll have to let some of your ways. We'll have to show you a few of ours. I'm sure you could give this old man room for his money.
Oh, I don't think so. You have time on your side. Many years of practice.
5-year champion of our local dance festival. I do say so myself.
Aspen kind of like pats him on the back.
And Arabella goes, Princess Arabella Avalon.
Princess, I'm so sorry. And begins to try to get to a knee off the chair. You see he's really struggling.
Aspen kind of puts his hands back on the dude's shoulders.
Arabella stops him.
Down.
Tries to stop him too and goes, no, please, it's not
Not that
any
kind
big
of
deal.
princess.
Alright, my apologies, Your Majesty.
Please don't. I'm here to help you today.
Fine of you to do, being royalty, helping us little small folk.
It will be my pleasure.
Where is that little girl? Gretel! Here, girl.
Oh, if we hear nothing, I'm going up.
I'm going
I'm
outside.
looking at Aspen as if to say to follow.
Yeah, just like immediately like up the stairs.
Darling!
We're all going.
Okay. Maxwell, you're
I'm going
heading out the door.
outside. I'm not going upstairs.
Okay. Arabella, Aramid, Aspen going up. Corfo, what are you doing?
I'm literally like booking it up the stairs.
Understood. And I believe Corfel's mic is muted. Unless they're still going to go pee. That was that was a lot. That was 40. That was 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think
It's
I
a
think
pretty
they're
long R&R.
Well, we'll just say they're gonna stay with the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's man. 25. I would check.
Somebody may have like knocked on the door, so you don't know.
Okay. So, the three of you rush up into the, well, what did I call it?
The loft.
Loft.
Yeah. As you reach up into the loft, you see the big open door of where the hay is supposed to be in, wide open.
Aspen
No,
immediately just like dives out the window.
Okay.
Ask
Max.
her to look for her really fast to make sure like she's not in the hay or anything.
Alright. I'm gonna say, alright, so you're doing that. Maxwell, as you lift off the wooden plank, you open the door, you start looking outside, make a perception check.
Technically, could I aid him because I'm also looking around?
You are upstairs, you are nowhere near him, so no.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Hey.
Where it matters.
Okay, so hold on a second. So, Airman, roll an investigation check. I would say, Aspen, also roll a perception check because you're looking to see if she's still there. Aspen, you're looking around where she went.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay.
looking hard for fucking tracks. Anything.
Okay. Airman, she is not in the loft. Aspen, you're looking around and you see the faint bit of footprints. They're little child's.
I'm fucking booking it after those
As you
footprints. I
follow
don't wait
Maxwell.
for any of them.
You look around and you catch a glimpse off into the woods of a little green dress running into the forest.
I'm just gonna yell out, screaming into the forest, and I'm just gonna book it.
Okay.
Action, I'm casting light
do we all hit
above
him?
me, just like on the tip of my daggers. I'm just gonna run.
Alright. So you all begin to rush, and Corfel jumps, and you all begin to head out. Corfel wished to lead this endeavor through the land. Does anybody want to assist them?
Sure.
Sorry,
Sure.
what did you say?
They're gonna lead this as they're all okay. Wow, that's the first time I've rolled badly for my players. That's the first. So 7. As you all bust into the woods almost simultaneously, as you kind of all slip, you're all looking around. Corfel, you've lost the tracks. I will say.
I'm gonna have a look to see if I can find any.
All right, go ahead and roll.
It's just survival, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
that's okay, both of you. So, Erin, as you begin to look, you begin to get mixed up with the tracks. Aspen, you find a place where it actually looks like somebody slipped, and you see a little bit of green fabric caught on would be Jagger or Prickers, depending on what side of the states you're from or country. And footsteps, small little footprints leading deeper into the woods.
I immediately grab the piece of fabric and run into the woods.
All right, you guys
Follow.
begin to bolt through it again. You all see Aspen just take off. You all chase after them. You run for a minute, 2, 3. Because Aspen, you did the last one, you're heading this. Go ahead and make another survival check. As it is very difficult with the rain. I'm going to say this is with disadvantage, but if someone assists you, it'll be a straight roll.
Assisting.
Oh, alright.
Go make a straight roll.
Oh, 12.
They're beginning to get a little faded. But this is something you all can hear. As if the sounds and everything go silent. You hear.
Oh, shit.
Of a distant howl. And then you hear of a scream.
Immediately follow said
Run.
scream.
Yeah, same.
Okay. You all bolt off and head towards the scream. Aspen making one more survival check.
Aiding.
Come on.
So make a flat check.
Yeah! Sorry, that was really loud.
Alright. you find an small little open clearing in the forest, and you see a little bit of blood.
Ah, shit.
You scan the horizon, looking everywhere. Everybody make a perception check.
And the person who is like a 20 for their passive.
Fuck.
These are actively looking. Passive is in the word passive. Ooh, dang.
20. A natural 20.
Arabella, 21, natural 20.
Okay. Everybody is able actually to see a small little outcrop where you can see what appears to be a tunnel, a cave. You're not really sure. Arabella, you see two things. You do see this cave, and from this distance, you are able to see a little bit of blood actually leading over into it. But you also just hear very faint. And you look to your right, and you see two beating red eyes that just seem to disappear.
Alright. We will
Arabella's.
something
Oh.
in that cave. We need to get it out into the open.
Wait a minute, stop! It's around us, there's red eyes around us!
All around?
It's close to us.
I'm
Keep your
not
eyes peeled,
active.
look around.
The kid's in the cave, I'm not leaving her in there alone.
Yeah.
We need to
I
flush
just shout,
whatever's
but
in the
I
cave
can't
out the
actually.
cave.
I can't actually shout, but I am gonna shout. Greta, if you can hear us, like, shout out.
No response.
Oh, great.
I'm
But
heading into that cave.
DM,
Yes?
I know that this is specifically something only that Arabella said, but did you say that the red eyes are all around us or just coming from the cave?
No, there was a red eyes coming from the cave,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a figure off to the side that hid behind a tree.
Okay.
Sorry if I broke up a little bit.
So there's someone watching us over there, but the monster's in the cave.
Yes.
Right, and she told us that.
Maxwell's heading into this cave.
Okay, Maxwell just
Where-
begins to walk in.
No,
Where did you see the
Maxwell,
person?
You want the thing out of the cave? You want the thing out of the cave? And I go to like grab Maxwell.
There's a kid in here that I'm not going to let die.
And I'm not going to let die either. But it's better to drag the thing out than it drag us in. We
I-
just want it on its home turf.
If she's down right now, we only have a minute.
It's true.
Fine. Fucking die. And like, I'd let him go.
Okay, is anybody going with Maxwell? Is Maxwell going alone?
No, going after him.
Okay. Everybody dives into the
if-
cave. Oh, go ahead.
If that's the case, like, are you also going into the cave, Arabella, or are you telling me where the person is?
Arabella's gonna stay out where the person is, and she's gonna keep watch of the cave to make sure that if it comes out, she has a good shot of going after it.
Okay, so you're just remaining outside.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to leave you alone, but I also know I'm the only one who can heal the kid.
Arabella looks at Aramed and smiles.
You can literally see Ahmed, like, saying, am I staying or am I going? I need to know now, and it's up to you.
And Arabella's gonna put her hands on her shoulders and goes, "They need all the help they can get. Trust me, you saw what I did to those bandits, right? I'll be fine. I gotta make sure that whatever I saw out here doesn't go and interfere in there."
That's when she'll hand over her shield and just run.
She can't use it.
Oh, she can't? Oh, then I'll keep my
She's
shield.
a sorcerer.
I didn't know this!
Okay. But your character wouldn't know, so your shield is left behind with Arabella. And Arabella, you're just holding this giant, bulky steel thing, and it just weighs a ton. And you're like, I don't want this.
He just drops it to the ground.
You really wouldn't be able to hold it. So yes. Okay. So Arabella, you No, yes, you remain outside. Okay. The
And
rest,
I've gone in after them.
the rest of you have dived into the cave. So let's go ahead and take us into the map.
Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
should drag ourselves over.
Yep, it'll be the far left.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Give me a few minutes to set the mood. Okay. As you enter in, you're instantly hit with the rushing water. And you hear of the movement of water. I think I have a water sound. Do I have a water sound? I think I have a water sound.
Have we been provided a water sound?
I'm looking for said water sound.
Oh, I hear light dripping anyway.
Yeah, but here it is. This is the ocean, but I don't give a shit. So, as you get hit with instant running water, you can see. Actually, I gotta make sure. Oh, they can't see. Okay, cool. You can see it appears to be two entryways. You can go to your left, or you can go to your right.
Can we see where the blood is like dropped?
Yes, and if you can see it on the map, your characters can see it.
Can I see anything down the hallways?
Oh, because you're BS. So I would say with your BS, you can see. Yeah, down that hallway, you can see about that far, and it curves around to the left. The water continues to rush down, not heavy, but still running water. Do you wish to look around the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a whole BS. You can see down the far. You can see large claw slash marks and blood as it goes down this hallway. It could also be to the left, but with the running water, it is washed away.
Yeah.
Should I light a torch?
No.
Okay. I won't light a torch.
Should we split up?
No.
No.
I'm taking right.
Yep. Grabbing Ahmed and just following.
Damn, this one.
Are you going stealthily?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then please make your guys which order you'll be going down.
Maxwell first because he can see the best.
Okay.
I can't see anything because I'm human. So can I go in the middle?
Alright.
That's not an excuse. Just sell your soul, it's okay.
I can go first. I have dark vision.
Oh, I have to drag you. That's right, Aspen. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I think your headset just got ripped out. Nope, I can hear you. Ooh.
Okay, good. I'm on my phone right now because Discord on my laptop is being a cunt. So.
Oh, bad word.
That's a normal
Wait,
word for
wait.
Europe, but okay.
We're stopping at cunt, but we're able to say fuck and everything else.
Yes, because it's not as bad as that word.
In the United States, it's the worst you can say. When I was in college with everyone else from Europe, it was an everyday word. It was hilarious. Anywho, those who are in the cave, please roll me a stealth check.
Coolio.
Oh no.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What armor are you wearing, Aramid?
Oh no, I'm wearing
You should be at disadvantage.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a straight stealth again, and we'll take the lowest one. So 11 it is. So 11, 11, 22, and 21.
My fucking laptop
I
is
can't
being
really
a...
see.
So as you guys begin to sneak down, you can hear the bit of chain rattling and the clanging of swords. No, the sound of Aspen's old audio is coming back.
The ghost of audio past has come to haunt.
I'm gonna cry. I'm
Okay,
sorry
you're good.
for
Keep
the
going.
technical difficulties.
Welcome to my life every single session. All right, so
Sorry.
make your guys put yourselves in the order.
I am going first, as far as I know.
You sure you don't want me to go first?
Yeah, I think Maxwell should probably go first.
Probably.
Unless
Switch.
you walk tandem where you just walk side by side.
That could work actually if we do it 2-2.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Make your minds up.
Yeah, 2-2. We'll do that. Just don't want anybody to be left behind.
No, I literally basically am holding on to like someone's hand because I cannot see.
Oh, I'll have, like we did in the Underdark, you can have your hand on my shoulder.
Yep, and I've definitely got my warhammer out ready.
You come to the corner, and you can see scattered amounts of bones. Different sizes, all appearing to be humanoid. And you come to another Y. Do you go left or do you go right?
Is it in these Ys or is this a Y?
That's a Y. De and de.
Well, the blood
If
is
it's possible to
going.
do a perception check to see if I can hear either the creature or Gretel.
Can I
Sure.
also do that? Because that's the only thing that I have going for me right now.
Those who wish to roll, go ahead and roll.
Or
I'll
can,
aid you, Ermid.
gonna say, can I get aided?
Yeah, that's fine.
I got you, boo.
Don't know how you ate that, but you know, sure.
Oh, that's a
Like, did you
sick.
hear that?
You cup your hands around the other person's ears.
What's it with the nat 20s?
Dang!
I'm casting mage armor.
Guys, okay, fine. Nat 28 away, waste all of them before any fight you go insta beast. That's fine by me. You, Corfo, really don't hear anything other than the dripping and the noise of the water
I'm
rushing
doing that
behind
thing
you.
where I'm straining too hard.
Yes.
I'm focusing. It's like no.
To the point where you're just hearing your friends.
I can't see, so naturally
Ermid,
my other one's
Close your
rise.
eyes and you just listen. And echoing through your something just munching into flesh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which way?
It
Probably
sounds-
the
it's-
one where it has the blood trail.
It sounds like it's coming from both.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, so it's a Y that reads.
Yes, you're at a Y right now. An upside down Y.
I can hear it munching on flesh.
You feel Aspen grip his short sword.
Gonna cast mage armor.
I also can't figure out which way it's coming from, because it's coming from both.
Whatever you do, don't split up.
Yeah, how far can he see? And I'm keeping like my perception there, just to see if I can hear anything like sneak up on us.
Okay. So you guys heading down will be our
Yes.
left.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's the bloody part, so.
You begin to go down.
Follow the blood.
And it continues further. I love the little leapfrogging of the little of the tokens. I love it. It's great.
Because that's how we actually walk. We
Thank
jump
you.
and then go. Ah!
You're in me.
Well, technically.
Never thought I'd talk about Maxwell being inside me. Dang.
Jesus fucking Christ. Can we not?
So you continue going down.
Well, I mean, hey. It's those ears.
No.
And the hallway continues, and you feel it's very moist. It's damp. You do feel once in a while a very cool drop just hitting your forehead.
I don't care
Is it
about the
cool or is
droplets.
it warm? And also, is it getting louder?
Roll another perception check.
Am I getting
Aid.
If you roll another 20, so help me.
I would laugh.
This is where it's 2 nat 1s, just because of all the
Right.
luck.
26?
Still 26. It is getting closer.
I'm picking up my pace then.
Okay. I'm still making sure to stick to Maxwell's ass.
Just look at that ass.
It is
That
fabulous. It's okay to grab.
They're bad.
I know, I'm sorry, I am actually there just because I'm also trying to look at spell descriptions.
Alright.
Oh wait, wrong way. So,
As
I'd
you
be-
get to this corner, you see it opens up. And it's no longer a tight corridor. It now appears to be opening up. And I would say Maxwell, just because of your BS, I'll let you see it
Whoop.
a lot more. Devil sight, everybody. You can see it goes out quite far. You can see the rocks begin to actually start bottling up. It appears to be a naturally formed cave. You can see the rocks are kind of jetting up a little bit and getting to a little bit more difficult terrain from where you are right now. Right now, it's just slick stone.
It's opening up, everyone. Be careful.
Okay, as you hit there, you can see it instantly opens up from behind.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't do that. I will go ahead.
It opens up from the behind.
Nope, I didn't mean to. Roll twice,
Nope.
stop it! Roll twice, stop.
We're going into fight.
Man, your battle stations.
As you kind of creep around here. Dang it, why are you doing that to me? Roll 20, let's do this again. Hang on. Okay. You can see it opens up to there, and in the middle you can see a couple of dead bodies and a stone pillar. And the sounds are coming from your right at your 3 o'clock.
All right.
Everybody roll another stealth check.
Oh.
How long has it
Hey!
Since you've
Oh
entered,
shit!
been? Yes.
about 5 minutes.
Oh, well, then she's good dead.
You guys are stealthing. You didn't say you were rushing in. You're taking your time.
Shit!
Oh, well,
That's not what we needed.
Okay.
well, now we're rushing.
So 23, 6, 13, and 8. Corfall, as you were kind of getting held onto by Aramid, you look to your left and you go to step and you realize she's right, her foot's in front of yours. You trip and fall flat down. You go poof, and it echoes. You're
That's fine. I stand up immediately, bow raised.
okay.
I rolled
Nope,
my
didn't do
mistake
it.
and on myself.
Okay, so you just see Corfall go into a fighting stance here.
I've been holding on to my ass.
I can't see anything, can I?
No. Cannot.
I look to Emma and go, now you can light a torch.
Now I light it. And I light one.
Alrighty. So as an action,
I'm-
see.
I'm trying to stay in the shadows, by the way.
Got you.
It's more like I
You
light it,
can't
and the
because
minute
there's
I
no more
do,
shadows
I
to
kind of...
hide in, nor is there anything to actually hide behind because of the torch now. You guys were just walking silently, now you're in broad daylight of a torch.
So it's the
So-
torch illuminates the whole entire room?
No, but you're within 15 feet, so you are illuminated.
Torches shed, I believe, 20 foot of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
So I will say it is gonna, yeah, so it's essentially 40 feet.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, and there's nothing to hide. It's an open cave. I'm sorry, unless you want to go backwards.
I just wanted to have the surprise attack.
Well, with the nat 1 and now a torch, it knows you're hearing.
Where's the little girl, you fuckhead?
Come
I'm
on,
looking
we're not
for
scared.
I'm looking for the little girl. I'm looking for Gretel.
Yeah.
And
See
apparently
a
I
little
can...
girl.
Guys, don't
What?
die, please.
But you do
Oh, we
see.
see
Yeah,
a
you know, it's not
body.
like I made the encounter for 5 players, but it's fine. You see creeping out of the darkness a creature on 4 legs. Hunched over, long fur. You can see the muscles pulsing. Long claws, as if it was the size of a sloth. Sharp, non-retractable. And then you see the face. Hair. Long dog-like ears. Long fur, blood, and then teeth. The eyes are red, but they're yellow, they're flashing. See, within his mouth, it's foaming. And yellow acid begins to drip from its lips. You see creeping out, and now it's moving towards you. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, I was literally about to say, like, can I do an H check to be like, do I know what this is?
You can if you wish to make that your action.
Rip.
In that case, no.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Got a 5.
Rip.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
That's the first time I
Aaron,
rolled
what is
well.
with you enrolling today?
Yeah, another
I
natural.
don't know.
Okay.
Airman is rolling hot.
Yeah.
This is the only time I have actually ever rolled.
Roll
over a
streak.
10.
You need to go up and count.
Go to the casino right now, whatever gambling you have.
Okay.
Nothing right now.
Airman, you're up first. You see this big, hulking, large wolf-like creature on all fours, foaming at the mouth with this yellowish acid liquid dripping. And it's like jerking its head. And it's almost making these like rabbit sounds.
Okay. Because I know dogs don't like loud noises, I'm going to use a cantrip of Toll the Dead.
Okay, what's the save?
15?
15 what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save, thank you. Succeeds with a 17.
Oh, damn it.
So it takes no damage. As you cast a spell, you look at it for its head to kind of get irritated, and it doesn't move. It's just eyes open, staring right at you, just getting ready to pounce.
Right, and because that was a cantrip action, I can actually use a spell bonus action, right?
Yes, you can make a bonus act. No, yes.
Sort of thing.
Bonus action, shimmer field on you.
Yeah, on me.
+2. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Are you moving at all?
I'm gonna be okay here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Perfect. It's gonna go
Oh,
all fours,
great.
and with insane speed.
Oh
it
my
gets
god.
directly up to you, and it's going to unleash all of its attacks on you as it just starts snarling around, and it's just feared without any mind or paying attention to anything else around it. It's going straight for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, scream.
Okay. So it's going to make all of its attacks against you. So that's going to be 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
That's going to be 19 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Wait,
non-natural
does it still
20.
with his- I was gonna say, a
Yeah.
19 still hits with your Shield of Faith?
Yeah, because I haven't got my other shield, so it is actually just the AC of the thing plus that, so it's 18 is my armor class right now.
Okay, so
If I
both
had my
claw attacks hit,
shield, it would have been 20.
and it's gonna make its bite attack against you.
Okay.
I rolled really poorly on that. That's gonna be 7.
Yeah, no.
All right, so 2 claw attacks do hit. So let me go ahead and roll on that. All right. I don't have all my dice out. That's not good. Six for the first one. And 8 for the second. As it just slashes you with one, and then goes over this other claw, slashes, goes to bite you, and you just back up slightly to see its massive jaw just miss you.
Yeah, I'm looking a bit bad.
And now make 2 con saves.
Maxwell, you're up.
Why?
Concentration on your shield of faith.
Oh yeah, please roll that. So concentration check. Failed. Your shield is
Fail.
gone.
Oh, right, okay.
Maxwell, you're up.
I'm gonna tell Lily to get away first. But for my
Which
action,
direction?
up,
I'll place her on the map then. Or you mean straight up?
straight up.
Okay. Go straight up.
I'm gonna use my action to invoke my wand, get a spell slot back,
Yes, you do.
and bonus action. I'm gonna use Healing Light 2 whirls to heal Airman.
Okay, healing the healer.
Thank you.
11. Yeah, that's pretty good for a non-healer. Anything else you're doing?
That's all I can do right now.
All right, movement staying.
Yes.
Corfell.
Okay. Bonus action is going to be used on Zephyr Strike.
Okay. That's like your hunter's mark, correct?
No.
Oh no, so spell and provoke opportunity. Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I can't provoke opportunity attacks by head up here. And then, because that is only my bonus action, I am going to then attack.
Okay, with.
My bow!
All right, make an attack.
Let's go! Wait, let me read this. Give yourself advantage on the next weapon attack.
Yeah,
this
so this
advantage.
first one has advantage.
Get 'em, lads!
As it loads. Oh, 18, definitely. Let's go ahead and roll both your attacks.
And you get an
advantage
extra
is
1d8.
I need to take the advantage. Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
one has an extra D.
Yeah.
So if it had crit, it would have been beautiful, but you know.
Just get the damage out of the way. Not damage, get the hits out of the way.
the other shot out of the way. Yeah, I know. Ooh.
Ooh! Roll a d4.
Yeah. Just here's the damage for the first one.
Plus
Let's
8.
do that first.
a
Plus
D8.
the D8.
Ooh!
Oh my
20.
god!
Okay.
That's max damage on both of those. Just saying.
Yeah.
And then a 2.
Roll damage for the second one.
Oh
Oof.
god.
Maxwell,
10.
you take 10 points of piercing damage.
I'll take it.
Okay. As the first one just goes and poof, right into the side of the. How much was it again? I'm sorry, 20? Yeah.
20 for the first one, yeah. I've always been reliable with damage. Damage, I always roll high.
As you just
Stuff.
shoot the arrow, it hits, and it has that extra force behind it and blows it to the side a little bit. Is that your turn?
Oh, and if it matters, that first hit is all magical.
Yes. No, I already knew that one. Thank you.
I didn't know if that was something to take into consideration.
Appreciate it. Is there anything else you're doing?
I apologize, and then get up my next arrows ready.
All right. Aspen, you're up.
All right. First, I'm moving over here,
Okay. Right behind it.
and
Get
then
'em!
I'm going to shove my sword up his ass.
Because he is focused on attacking Aramid, you are considered flanking, so all your attacks have advantage.
Hey, coolio. Okay, I have to put that on now. Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is too slow. Let's get some action. There we go.
Right. Come on.
Yeah,
Hey.
get them tribal drums.
All right. Roll your second attack, which is get the attacks out of the way.
Oh, that
Oh.
was a nat 20.
Roll damage on both of them.
I gotta say, this is
A
my
9.
favorite song for
Cool.
action.
Oh, I'm glad. Aspen, as you go up, you sneak up behind it, and you bring up both your short swords at the same time. You go down and you slice on its back.
Mm.
It doesn't pierce the skin
Oh, fuck, really?
and takes no damage.
Needs magical weaponry, people.
God damn it, I don't have
Silver.
magic.
Silvered weapons.
As you rake across its back, you can see it cut some fur, but like it's like rock solid hide. Your attacks have no effect.
Fuck.
Anything else you wish to do? And everybody would be able to see this. You would see, you're ready for streaks of blood to come through its back. Nothing. It doesn't even seem to notice.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna start like yelling and waving my arms to try and get its attention. Like, hey, I'm over here. Focus on me.
Okay. Hermit, you're up.
Kill it.
I'm gonna try to. Jesus. There is one spell I know that is pretty high damage, and I'm hoping that if I do fall, I'm hoping the non-healer will actually me, please. And I forget everything I said.
I don't have any magic.
I know.
There's
The hell's
dog.
the
Have actual
squeaky?
knowledge.
Yeah, she's a puppers.
Oh my god.
Let's focus on D&D, everybody.
I'm gonna do inflict wounds at level 2.
Like doing level 2, go ahead and cast it.
I will. Wait, what? That was
11.
one.
Doesn't hit.
And
No.
misses. As you go to touch it, it just swipes her hand out of the way.
And I can't do anything else.
Alright, it is its turn. As you go and swipe it and begin to make a bunch of noise, you see it look back to you. And
Yeah,
this
I'm-
round goes right back to you, Airman. It
Sorry?
wants your blood. It's making instant claw attacks at you.
Okay.
First one is gonna be, where is the number? There it is. That was all over the place. That's gonna be a 14.
Nope.
Nat 1. With its claws, I'll do the same thing I do for you guys. Hinted. Nobody takes damage. Alright. And then, because it's angry, it is going to take its... It's going to take its bite attacking into as well. Because it wants your blood. 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that? Where is it? And you take 5 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how many points did you say I take? 5.
5, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving.
20.
Okay. Maxwell. You are muted because of your pup. I understand.
My apologies on that one.
I understood.
Yeah. Well, we're all way too close for me to do this. So I'm not gonna do that.
I will also say, because I forgot to do this before, you see some of the wounds caused from that force arrow to heal up.
Mm-hmm.
As you see some of the wounds begin to slowly regenerate.
So, I will do.
Mm-hmm.
Take one step to the side, close to Aramid, because I can,
And I will.
and I will cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay, is that an attack or what is that?
It's this thing.
This thing. It's been a while.
It's a bonfire that sits there.
How do I do the text? It's a
That's-
ball of fire.
Is it radius based or just 1 5 foot by 5 foot?
It's a 5-foot diameter sphere that I can control.
Got you. And it just happens, or thank you. Range. Any creature ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere. Okay, so it's no attack. It's just a saving throw, or if it ends its turn near it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nothing happens on this turn. Okay. Yes.
I'm
Right.
gonna use my bonus action to move the sphere.
Move its sphere onto him,
Yes, to hit him with it.
but there's no attack.
So you would have-
It doesn't specify. It only specifies.
As a bonus action, you can move As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet.
Ram it to the
Ram
creature.
this
Saving
creature.
throw. Saving throw
Yes.
against the sphere's damage. What?
So you do the dex save,
Yeah.
and then he rolls damage, which he has done.
So I have to roll above 11.
No, you have to roll above my spell save DC.
Ah,
which is
okay.
50.
So I was like, basically, why does it specify roll against the damage?
Yeah.
Throw
5e
against the
has
sphere's
weird wording.
damage. The sphere stops moving this turn. Maybe the creature. We'll make it the spell save. Yeah, that just makes more sense.
Where does it say roll against the damage?
So
says
throw
that,
against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving. So if you ram the sphere into a creature, the creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage. Halfway. And it failed, I believe. 14 is below your spell save, right?
Yes, my spell save is actually 15 or 16?
Okay. But that's still 11.
Yes. Fire damage.
11 fire damage. Alright, he's beginning to slowly catch on fire. Is that your turn?
Yep, that is my
Corfo,
turn.
you're up.
Okay. Moving over, so I can actually see the boy.
Uh-huh.
I cast Ensnaring Strike at level 1.
Level 1 Ensnaring Strike. Go ahead and roll an attack.
As I scroll back upwards.
This is not restrained by. So this only makes it
this-
restrained by magical, but the bow itself doesn't do any magical damage.
No, but we are hoping.
22 does hit. Roll damage. And you'll see the arrow pierce and just bounce right off as it never went through its hide. Though it does need to make a
Strength save.
strength save. What's your spell save?
Oh god, it's something pitiful. It's literally like last ditch effort.
What's your DC?
11.
He rolled a 15. He breaks through
And as
magical
my-
thorns.
My free action,
Uh-huh.
I stick my fingers in my mouth and I let out a dog whistle. Like high pitched, loud, meant to be heard. And if Arabella doesn't hear this fucking whistle,
Make a constitution check just to see how loud it is.
oh fuck no. 8.
8. Okay. Arabella, make a perception check. You need to be a 12.
Oh, please, God.
No,
Damn it.
Doesn't hear it.
fair enough.
Aspen.
Alrighty. I am going to. Are there, like, any. Is there any debris by my feet, like rocks or
There's a few pebbles and
bones or
stones,
whatever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up and throw
Murder,
it at the
Jesus.
thing.
Okay, if you're throwing it, you have disadvantage.
Why?
Just bottle smash it against his head.
Take cat, settle down.
Well, did I
Sorry.
pick up a bone or a rock or whatever?
Rock.
A
So
rock,
if you want to
okay.
do, it would be just an unarmed strike essentially if it was with a rock.
I just want to get its attention. I want to get it away from Airmed.
So you're not trying to do damage?
No, I'm
Okay.
trying to pull a Ron Weasley.
As you
I think
begin
it's
to
more like a
kind of
Hermione
beat it
Granger.
in the
like-
back, trying to get its attention. You can see it has full intent on going after her for some weird reason.
Because you damaged him, probably.
Because I'm
Um,
a girl.
Everybody, it's your turn.
Sexist!
Because it recognizes you.
Or we can.
Why would it recognize me though?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Werewolves
okay.
are people.
Right. If this is a
Professor
werewolf-
Lupin, come back to us.
Oh no, I can't. I've got a spell prepared. I actually could have done remove curse 'cause if it's a werewolf, it's kind of like a curse of lycanthropy. So, oh, that's annoying. Oh wait, I have Bane. Does Bane counteract immunities or not?
No.
Oh, that's stupid.
What are you doing? TikTok.
Okay, panicking is what I'm doing right now.
A weapon.
Huh?
Spiritual weapon.
Okay, well, let's do a spiritual weapon.
Magical, and we'll probably hit every time.
Okay, right, we're gonna do a spiritual weapon bonus action. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we're all behind it. Oh wait, yeah, no, I can't do it behind it.
yeah.
So
I'm
yeah.
there.
On
Sorry.
19 does hit. Roll damage.
When it decides to unfreeze itself, it will do. There we go. Thank you. Yep, 7.
7 force damage, and that does take hold.
And I will also. What is this one? Sorry, I've got to double check my cantrips, which is really bad. Oh, it's taking ages. Asher, can you just do me a favor? Can you just go into my sheet and click Toll the Dead? Oh wait, hang on,
Toll the Dead's
no.
an action.
No.
Probably.
Yeah, spiritual weapons
Yeah,
bonus
you
action. But actually, can I do Sacred Flame instead?
Sure.
I think that's the higher. Oh no,
Yeah,
there's
you
the
can do that.
D8.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Alright, I casted it for you.
Thank you. Oh,
No problem. And I need to make a dex save. Fails, so it takes 3 radiance. Alrighty, you can see now the radiant flame's kind of taking like, and you see he's going. This thing's going ballistic. It is its turn. You
yeah.
don't see any of the wounds heal itself. Maxwell, the bite is coming towards you as it lashes out with its teeth. That's going to be a 18. Does that hit your armor?
That does hit.
Okay. And that's going to be... Man, I'm rolling garbage for damage today. 5 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a con save.
16.
Alrighty. Claw attack coming to you, Aramid. It's going to be... That's not going to hit. That's going to be 16.
No, that hits.
Oh,
That
okay. That's right. Okay. So that's going to be... Eight points to slashing damage. Last one's...
Hang on.
You're what?
Sorry, I was trying to do the math quickly in my head.
Are you down?
No,
Okay, what
I
you
look
at?
bastard though.
Are you bloodied?
Oh yeah.
I need you to do me a favor, Aspen. Go ahead and make a simple charisma check.
Oh fuck. Okay. Charisma's fucking horrible. Woo. Why was that?
So 19.
advantage?
That's okay, but it's still the first one. Yeah, that's enough for it to get attention. You unlock the bloodlust, and it does the last attack against you. That misses.
Follow me.
9.
Yeah, no.
Maxwell, your turn. Oh wait, because it's on fire.
Follow
Oh, wait.
me.
I need Aramid,
Shout.
Maxwell, and Aspen all to make dexterity saving throws for the sphere. Is it within 5-8-foot radius of it?
A dexterity saving throw?
That's what it says. Let me reread it. Hang on a second. The creature takes fail save. Ram a creature. You can hold on.
Oh, for the flaming sphere, it's only if I ram it.
No, if they end their turn within 5 feet
That's
of
the
it.
part I'm rereading. So hang on a second.
Where'd you put the sphere?
Within 5 feet of the sphere. So if it's on him and you ran him, everybody's within 5 feet of it. So he will move here, and I need to look at everyone's con saves. The dexterity saves, I mean. Aspen, make a
save.
dex save as well.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah, that is the wrong one.
Fuck.
Okay, so I need you to roll 2d6. D.
Great.
Yep.
And does Aramid succeed?
Yes, Airman just succeeds.
Okay, so you take half, everyone takes full damage.
God damn it.
6, 7, 8. Everyone takes 8. Aramid, you take 4.
I look very, very bad.
I meant to do that before. That was only one round I missed with that, correct? We don't need to do another round with that?
No, there was just the one. The werewolf has to do one as well, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it just
ended
finished its turn.
And its turn,
Yeah.
but it's on it, so that is correct. Nope, so it takes 8 damage.
Love that.
It's gone now. I failed my con save.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, and now it's gone. Okay,
What's up?
Corfel, you're up.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm-
since whistling didn't work, I yell at the top of
You
my
don't
lungs.
know it didn't work. It
Bitch.
took a while, so you do not know if it didn't work or not.
I don't hear any sprinting on stone floor. So I'm yelling. Arabella! Sprint! Now!
Make another con check.
Come on, you
The
got
I'm only making the
this.
con check because there's many caverns and it's echoing. Oh! You don't
Oh.
Arabella, you just hear screaming coming from inside, and you hear a very angry Corafel.
In that
I
case,
need you to do me a favor. Place yourself at the beginning of the map where everyone started and roll initiative.
hold on. We get out of there. Go over here.
Do I need to drag you?
Nope.
Okay, it's right there. Right there.
Sorry, I scrolled.
And make a roll initiative. Click on your token and roll initiative. You never clicked on it? Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Sorry, I thought I did.
So at the top of the next initiative round, you will be starting your descent. Corfel, that was your free speech. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I know.
Hit it with magic.
Hang on, Ashka.
Yes.
Just a quick thing. That
Uh-huh.
werewolf has moved
Uh-huh.
away from me and whoever's the yellow, so we
You are
get an attack of
absolutely
opportunity.
correct. Yes, so do you have any melee weapons in your hand right now, Aramid?
I do.
Did
It's
you
my
ever specify
warhammer.
did you ever specify you drew your warhammer?
I did as I was walking.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll attack. And Maxwell, if you wish to make one as well.
25.
Max, why'd you roll 2?
Because
Max.
there's 2 beams of it now at level
Yeah, but he was
5.
within melee when it happened, so they should both be at disadvantage to begin with. So we're gonna say the first one's 11. That was your disadvantage. Go ahead and roll you with the disadvantage, or roll 2 again. Maxwell. Both Eldritch Blast miss. The 25 does hit with the Warhammer. It does no damage.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, can I
As it
just
just
see
hits
what it
him
would have
and
damaged?
just moves off to the side. Corfel, your turn. Thank you for catching that, Airman.
This is the only thing I can do.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Roll an attack.
And then, yeah. That's all I got.
Okay. 15. Oh, you just hit.
And then there's the dice roller. There's the dice roller. D8.
16.
16.
Half that is 8.
Okay.
Do the half roll. I don't think.
So with that, poof, it hits in the side of your arm. Anything else you wish to do?
Ooh, that's something that I could start doing. Okay, so if this is the same creature that I dealt with in like one of the very first sessions, I know for a fact
You've
That
never
there's
gone
still-
against this in this campaign.
no, but I have been introduced and is this what like, let's be candid. Like, werewolf.
Yes.
We have parlayed with werewolves at the very beginning of this campaign. Yeah.
Over in the forest.
A werewolf helped us out, like, fighting those 2 demons on the road, on the way back from the meeting the vampire woman.
Sure, I remember that.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Like, this isn't
totally.
me just being a dick. I promise you that happened.
No, I totally remember. I obviously, yeah, his name was Jared. Like, I remember him.
His name was
Jared!
He really was. Oh, well, carry on.
I have no
Remember.
fucking clue of this memory. I have no clue of this place.
Was I not here that week?
Sponge
You
memory.
were. Continue.
Well, that's because you weren't a part of this encounter, because you and Aspen went to the inn early to go back to his family because you'd gotten that cure from the vampiress.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, yeah. I actually think I knew
Yeah.
the name Jared. Wasn't his name actually Jared?
Ironically. No, but it was very similar.
Anyway,
like,
continue.
So,
Okay.
if this is also a werewolf, I know that
Make
through
an
friends
intelligence
raid.
check if you want to double check.
Yeah, is this taking an action?
Yeah, I'll say I'll take your second attack action.
Okay. That's a 10.
A 10, and there's quite a bit of similarities to a werewolf, yes.
Okay, making a
No.
generalization, I know that they are a thing. Like,
I will say this one looks much more feral than that other one.
okay then.
It has
start
rabies.
I start yelling at it in Abyssal. I want to get as aggressive sounding as I can.
Oh.
You fucking cunt nugget! I fucked your mother last night.
Okay, damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
literally.
much demonetized for this video.
No, I'm basically just there, like, I'm trying to do what Aspen was doing, but trying to do something a little bit more effective.
You're trying to
Yeah.
scare it, talk to it. What is your endeavor?
Trying
Gain
to draw
attention.
its attention.
Mm.
Draw
If
its
it can
attention
attack-
away from
if it can
Airmaid.
attack me for a bit so the healers can heal each other and also do magic spell abilities, then yeah, let's do
A
that.
charisma check.
Ha! No longer a negative, boys and girls. No!
Hey!
We'll see if it works.
Yeah, but I'm yelling at it. Like, I'm not even trying to be that insulting, but I'm using words that I know specifically in the Abyssal language, like, are very harsh sounding. So it sounds like I'm cursing out his mother when actually I'm describing where the ladle goes in the cutlery drawer.
Alrighty. That's the end of your turn. Aspen, you're up.
I'm just reeling. Okay. I'm making myself laugh because I'm that dumb.
I think you know what I think I know where you're going with this next part, but go ahead.
Okay. I am going to disengage.
Not what you thought you were gonna do, but okay.
And I don't have any magic. So I can't be of any help.
I'm roll an intelligence check. Wisdom. Make it wisdom. Make it wisdom. Roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Last time I'm doing this. Okay. This is the last time, guys. We've been playing for 2-3 years now. You have a magical great club. As well as you have Hellish Rebuke, which is a natural ability of a tiefling that is magical. For when you attack, you can use reaction to do, I believe, force damage.
Wait, what?
You have an
Yeah.
innate
Fucking
ability
since
to
when?
cast darkness
Level 3.
and Hellish Rebuke as a tiefling.
Hold.
And that you
Hold
were
the
level
fucking
5,
phone.
I believe you can cast darkness. We'll talk after this. But this
Okay,
is why I
I'm-
keep telling you, everybody, reread your stuff. I am not helping anymore after 2 years.
It's a natural ability of a team.
Yes.
I'm
So, that's a magically innate ability of your race. Now,
When he's pranked you, you could have done damage to him, basically.
yes, I was just like, you've been
Hold on.
saving it for that's okay. You've
Wait a minute.
disengaged. That is going to be your action. I'm holding you to that. What are you doing?
Okay. I am moving over here.
Get out the magical great club.
It's the Chiefs Club, correct?
And it's yes, it does a D8 bludgeoning and I believe a 6 fire. What did I tell you?
Jesus Christ, there's literally. Ah,
How do you not remember this?
I'm sorry. I
okay.
worked 9.5 hours today.
You're good. I was gonna say honey, but I'm like that's gonna sound weird. But believe me, I've worked 52 hours a week. I understand. That's why I'm helping you out a little bit. But what are you doing?
I don't have any of the fucking statistics down for the fucking. Apparently, I tried.
For the club?
Yeah,
Okay,
and it didn't work.
I thought we worked on it here. We did.
Yeah, I thought I.
It's 1d8.
It
and
looks like I
does
tried to put it in.
Also 1d6. 5. Hold on. No, that's absolutely correct right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think I did this wrong because nothing fucking came up.
6. And that's gonna be 5.
See, this is.
I'm gonna roll this. It's not real, everybody. That's why.
Technical difficulties and dumb player alert.
No, you're fine. Why are you? Is it your proficiency bonus? Oh, yeah. So that. Testing it. There we go.
Okay,
Why
cool.
is proficiency going on to the second part of the test? Okay.
There should be a check mark near the bottom.
There we go. Okay, so now it's ready. There you go. You have your Chief's Club, which is 1d8 bludgeoning and 1d6 fire damage.
Cool.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Now. that
can I
was
use
your-
free speech?
Yes.
I want to say a lot of obscene things that I can't say because I felt bad and I forgot that you need to be monetized.
Yeah, that's okay.
I say some very nasty things and jump up and down.
Also, he's a fantastic player and reminded me it doesn't do fire damage. It just does 2d8 bludgeoning damage, but it is still considered magical, so you're okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry about being like really mushy brain.
You're
This.
You're completely okay. Okay, there we go.
I've just sent you the spell description, honey, so you can read that on your own time.
All right.
Thank you.
So top of the
I was
initiative
actually
order.
trying to get this up.
Somebody please remind me. Did the creature take fire or radiant damage this past round?
Yes, with the what's it?
It took fire
Sacred
damage.
Flame
It did take. Okay.
and fire damage.
I can't remember. That's all I need to know. Okay.
Wait,
Everybody
which one
drop.
did I cast? I'm trying to remember which one I cast slash you casted for
You
me.
missed.
'Cause that's also fire
It was
damage. Oh,
inflict
okay.
wounds.
No, Sacred Flame was last
Oh,
roll, so
also
you're good.
missed.
Right, okay. Right, who really needs healing?
You.
I
Yeah,
know-
you're
I
the
know-
most injured out of all
I
of
know
us.
me. But who else around me needs healing?
How's everybody looking
Focus
without
on yourself.
specifying numbers?
I'm looking maybe like a couple scratches.
Untouched.
Bloodied.
Right, okay. Okay, I will pull this out.
Alright, I am doing this. Why am I so fucking stupid?
Times declared level. So 5 times 5.
Alright.
25.
25.
So 25 hit points. So how are you dividing that up to?
I'm gonna be taking 12 for myself, so that's 13. and then Matt, you take however much you need to get up to half, and then
I know how much he takes to get to half. Hold on. Max. I think he's doing math. Nope, he's muted. Okay, that's fine. Hang on, I can just jump on this sheet.
I take 5.
Okay. So 5, 15, so you have 5 more to go.
no, I took 12. You need to find that's 17.
Okay.
So that's 8.
7.
That's 8.
Okay.
And Aspen, however much you need to get up to half.
Aspen,
I'm sorry, I was typing. Can you please repeat that?
how many more hit
How
points do
many
you need to go half?
Oh, I'm not even half damage.
Oh, okay.
I have like a scratch on me. I'm all
Alright.
set.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
And Corfo.
Untouched.
Right, okay, then that's it then.
Alrighty. Arabella, it
And
took... Oh,
hang on,
you said
I have
that's
a-
it.
I have a bonus action. I have spiritual weapon.
Roll attack. Don't say that's it until that's it.
14.
14 just hits. You gotta roll damage.
6.
Alright, with that, it slams on its tail and crushes you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's what I can do. That
Sure.
is it.
Okay.
Yes, that's my bonus
Arabella,
action.
it took 30 feet of your movement just to get to the entrance of the cave. Do you wish to use your action to dash to move another 30 feet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can move to here. For my air, yeah, and that is your full turn.
Okay.
It is its turn.
Oh,
Ow.
You're
What
also
damage did
hurting
you
it.
just take? Yeah, you can't do it. Okay. So. Yeah, so this Spike's gonna move just to. Oh. He's gonna turn and he's gonna book it. But on his way, he's gonna unleash all of his attacks at you, Aspen.
Oh, okay. Cool, that's fine.
You got its attention. It's fleeing, flight or flight. Let's see. That's gonna be.
I'm the
18
one
hit.
Where is it
Yeah,
on the
that
map?
hits.
23
Alright, cool.
and bite attack. Non-natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
First one. Dang it. 5 points of slashing.
Alright.
Second one.
I use Hellish Rebuke.
8 points of slashing.
But he's in the middle of an attack, does that?
You can, as soon as I hit you, you can say I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay,
the
because
stipulation is reaction when someone hits you.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I should
That's
say
okay.
it afterwards. or like-
That's alright. So the first, we're gonna see the first two still go through. I'll hold off on the second one, just on the bite attack to see if he dies. So go ahead and what's your spell save?
Spell save is a
Is
15.
that based on the charisma? I want to make sure you have that correct. Nope. Now you have it as strength. We're just gonna switch that over to charisma real fast.
Cool.
Be a
It's a 12.
Okay. That's a 12, and that's a dex save, correct, Ellie?
That is-
Hellish Rebuke
Yes,
is
it's a
the-
dex save.
That's canted.
2d.
And
10 fire
that's going
damage.
to be a
3d10, hun.
Yeah.
6. That's gonna be a 16, so he's gonna take half.
Okay,
Mm.
So
cool.
go ahead and roll.
3.
What type of damage is it, please?
It
Fire.
is fire damage.
Right. Okay. So roll 3d10.
D10 and 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Still takes 3 points of fire damage because I round up.
That's fine.
So it catches on fire. Oh, I feel so bad.
Don't worry, I already feel like a failure, so
Oh,
it's
hush.
fine.
Hush. We all do this, believe me. And for its bite attack,
It's fine.
you're okay. You're gonna take another. You did take the other damage already, right?
Yes.
You take another 5 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, that's a 20.
You're all right, and with that, it's going to. It's gonna make it just to here, as it boom, runs away.
Do we get a attack of
You've
opportunity?
used your reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke, and it takes a reaction to do attack of opportunity.
Well, does... Oh, never mind, because
So
I'm the
you-
only one next to it, so...
Yep,
Okay.
that's okay. Maxwell, you are up. It is fleeing and cowarding and whining.
Kill it.
Actually, I meant to. Jay, you good. Stop beating yourself up.
I'm sorry.
Stop beating yourself up.
And I will be casting Eldritch Blast. Of course.
Roll to
Got it.
attacks.
Say it, Warlock!
Eldritch Blast!
You ain't no Travis, but I love you just the same.
That was a 16 and a 24.
I was gonna say, wait, what? Roll damage for the first one. Roll the damage for the second. How do you want to do this?
In the back. Clean. Texan style.
Okay, as it runs away, you put your hands in that pocket and boom, you draw your finger guns. And it goes, and you see it hit in the back. It blows off a chunk of its flesh.
Ooh.
Hit in the back again. Poof, it goes straight through it. And it collapses. We are out of initiative, everybody.
I want to go over with
Oh.
my spiritual weapon and keep moving it just to slice the thing's head off.
Okay. As you move towards it, I'll go ahead and move you. I'll say you can get to here. You see something directly next to it.
Oh, well, I see.
And you hear crying.
Oh my god, it's a little girl.
As you see the little girl holding onto it, looking to you, and you hear, "What did you do, you monster? Why did you kill it?" And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Thank you,
bruh.
everybody, for watching tonight. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I thoroughly did, as we get to see a little bit more of the werewolf in the dark and the rain. Thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you for everyone being here, for my wonderful players. Give yourself a round of applause.
Yay!
I'm actually gonna ask this on air. Is everybody good for next Friday? I know it's the week before Christmas, but I wanted to double check. Is that ever good for everybody?
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Everyone else?
I'm going to
I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
And Airman, what'd you say?
potentially because it's a birthday.
Okay. Well then, everybody, we may or may not have a session next week because that's why I wanted to ask. I know with holidays are coming up, we might take a little break, we might not. We'll see how it goes. But with everybody, as always, let your light shine bright and keep on smiling. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.